Ready, set, go. Here we are. Oh, we still got the holiday stuff. That's okay. Chronicles of the Coast. Our weekly game of Dungeons and Dragons set in the world of Faerun, Sword Coast, Waterdeep, the setting of Dragon Heist. This is our game. I am Jesse Fontaine, and tonight's episode is filmed in front of a live undead audience. So, not a whole lot to really do. Shut up, yo.
Back in the cage.
Yeah, back in the cage. Somebody turn undead. Just a quick recap. Last week was our holiday-style game, and our players had received an invitation to go and talk with the Castlanters and have a pleasant dinner with them. And as the night had progressed and they stayed the night in the guest house, there was the unsettling dilemma of something afoot in the yard. A strange turn of events. Nobody's really entirely sure what had happened, although it ended in a climactic battle against Krampus. Good times. Good times. Mm-hmm. I will now allow my players to introduce themselves. I will start over here. There. I'm going to start over there. With whoever that guy is. Right there. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy right here. So last week we ran into Sunday's family Cole. And
should be an ice cream shop.
You know what? It didn't go very good. She's got the book now and the necklace, and it was part of my mission. I told everybody the truth, and it's all blown up in my face again.
Maybe.
Sunday, what do you think?
You don't want to know what I think. Yeah, it's kind of a shocker to... absolute shocker to Sunday that we're not so friendly or so friendly aunt and uncle are devil worshippers, and now my friends are pissed at me, but I guess I'll get over that because we'll work it out somehow. Sunday plenty, second level fighter, second level rogue. Yeah, she's completely confused about this whole situation. So we'll just leave it at that. How about you, Cole?
Cole almost got thrown into a sack by Crazy Horn Demon. Cole kind of shit his pants a little.
Sack.
But we killed it good. And ran away. Tried to figure out where Sunday falls in this whole mess is hurting Cole's head. That's about it from Cole.
That's fine, Cole. One thing is certain: each one of us has something different on our minds. Sunday has competing interests now. Finn Littlemint has, well, he told the truth. And he let us know that he had a little bit of a mission. We were all supposed to, the events of the Krampus aside, we were all supposed to find some proof, some sort of evidence against having to do with your family, Sunday. And it seems like you found it. At any rate, we sent one thing that Grim did. He sent a letter to the Vents. Requesting just a little bit of help because he feels a bit overwhelmed with his task.
And the Vince is for our studio audience?
For those listening, the Vince is he's a patron of sorts, a faraway patron of Grimm's who sometimes requires things of him. And that's about all for the Vince.
You haven't been in contact for over a year.
Yeah, for over a year. And so Grim sent him a letter because finally there may be a chance to complete his mission, which is to build an airship. And since we've met Fala, he comes from a place where that may be possible. But you know, we could go on for a 10-day about the things that happened in times of yore.
Yep.
A fortnight even.
Fortnite.
Perhaps.
A fortnight, even.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We're still talking with like Sunday right now, or is this like the next day?
I think we're running back to the theater.
Yeah, I think we had to hightail it out of there.
Yeah.
That's where we're at, unless we're montaging.
I believe you all made it back to the theater, and that's where you talked about things,
Mm.
if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
We argued.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We quarreled.
Yeah,
A little bit of a confrontation
Mm-hmm.
to clear things up.
We didn't determine what's gonna happen with that necklace or book.
Yeah, it's a bit of a somber tone. Oh, we know what's happening with the book.
It's well, I'd really like to get the book back to finish my mission, but
Which book? The one with all the spells in it?
yeah, or at least the amulet.
But what is the book doesn't have anything to do with your. This doesn't show proof of demon or devil worship.
It does right there, Grim. Don't you see that?
That's just a standard arcane sigil. It's really it's honestly not as bad as it looks.
It says 99 problems, but a cleric ain't one.
That's a very typical magic volume.
Right there, it says to serve man.
I like put my hand over the for dinner part. it's not what there's some good magic in there, and if you just let me have it, then I'll give you the book.
Oh yeah, hold on, this part right here. Yeah, the blood of an orphan. Yeah, that I'm sure you can just pick that up for any of your spells.
I won't be summoning.
There's some outside. You want to go use those?
What about the necklace?
What necklace?
The amulet. The amulet of Asmodeus. Sunday.
Yeah,
I see you.
I see you.
Yeah.
Sunday, I don't want to come between you and family, but like, you know they're doing shit's wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't care, Finn. You're appealing to a better nature that it's not there.
Well, okay, what are you gonna do when it finally comes out that they are cultists?
Well,
You're just gonna like leave town?
I got
Huh?
my own interests,
You can't-
but
can't keep
being
leaving.
part of being a part of Asmodeus's league isn't one of my ideas. So I don't know. This is a pretty sensitive item. I mean, any of us can, if we get caught with this, we're dead.
What'll happen to your family if they get caught?
Well, right now, I'm just more concerned about my mother and my father and my brother. It's obvious that my aunt and uncle are doing something.
Yeah,
That's questionable.
they're forcing your dad to launder money. If they find out that you're, it won't be there. They'll be dead Sunday.
Hold on, time out right now. I don't think you know that.
I
I don't
don't
think he does either.
Sorry. Insert something nefarious where I said launder money.
You just ramble, launder money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know this is kind of out the table like now, but I kind of don't want to pay him back for the loan.
Oh, I'm definitely not paying the loan back. That's off the table. Loans. I'm not paying back any loan.
All right, so
So,
can we just weigh some options
but
here?
we do have other debts, so maybe we should just sell this book, and I'll just give you this amulet. And
Why do you hate me? What did I do?
what do you mean?
I haven't even studied the magic in it yet.
Sorry.
I mean,
We do have debts.
you know what? Sell the book. It's probably worth a bit nib.
Okay,
Judging by the fact that it's about devil worship.
all right. Say we go back and we stop Sunday's family. Like, what if we kill them all? Like, is that off the table? Huh?
Her mom?
Not Sunday's immediate family. I just
Like,
meant like
The castle, the devil worshippers.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get caught if we do that, right? Like, there's no fucking way.
Then just
Yeah,
give this amulet to the Harpers.
They
and
had
then
70
we'll just
guards.
do
Where were they?
whatever consequences lay from there. Just go give it to them.
But the guards couldn't see
Because-
the devils or the demons. They would never stand for that. Unless they're.
Just go tell them your story.
You're gonna give it up?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, dude. Like, I'm not gonna screw you over Sunday.
I didn't say you were. Just
Well, it will screw you over, right? Like, if I do turn them in, like, someone, because I'll tell you right now, I spoke to the Lord in my meeting.
To the Lord?
To a Lord.
Oh,
well, you just make it clear that my Plenty family is not affiliated in the acts of what my uncle.
Will you guys go down for
Victaro.
this shit? I mean,
I don't know.
So like a immunity, Finn. You need to
Yep.
demand immunity for Sunday's family before you hand it over. If that's
Yep.
what you want to do.
That's
so
my.
I tell him I have proof, but I ain't gonna give you it until you tell me.
Well, you said that you had to get evidence against my father, right? Or was it just the Castle
No,
Lanterns?
it was the Castle Lantars. They told me that I was
Well,
going to be able to tag along when you got invited to a party that was coming up very soon, and that I would be able to somehow come across cult,
okay.
activities, and that I would be able to find some sort of proof and then bring it back to them. I didn't even get like what I would get out of this.
What if it was a setup?
What are you getting out of it?
Nothing, basically. They told me it was for the greater good. What I need, though, are contacts.
How is amulet proof?
How's amulet proof? Well, it's got the sign of Asmodeus on there. I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way to make this thing.
So what is it, like the soulmonger face?
Does it
Devil
have?
face?
Does it have family name on it? I mean,
Castle Lantern. Well, I think all
Was
they...
there family inscriptions on it? It was just a just a medallion.
To
for
my
that.
loving husband.
Never know. Etched in the back.
Always yours in the pits of the hells.
a story against theirs doesn't weigh very heavily.
Yeah.
An amulet with no other proof is not very much.
Well, they just said find some sort of proof.
They said a contract.
No. You weren't there, Grim.
Oh, sorry.
Proof. An amulet is not proof.
Well, it kind of is
It's
if you were
evidence.
there. Yeah, it's evidence. Proof. Yeah.
Not proof. This will not get them beheaded.
If only there was some sort of technology that allowed me to take photos in the blink of an eye in front of me.
Really keep
Can't
that
your
in
mouse
mind.
do that?
Maybe like we can think of a painter from
That'd
there
be
on.
nice.
That's a
This is
skill.
the holy symbol of Asmodeus.
I
So
like
cool
it.
on there. It like inverts some of the things.
I like it.
Cool. Anyways, holy symbol of Asmodeus.
Unholy symbol?
Yeah.
Depends on who you're talking to.
Cole. Well, do you think it's a good idea to?
That's what Insidious
tell
had
him?
tattooed.
I mean,
branded on his
If I
back.
don't tell him anything, then either way, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, I'm sorry I didn't come up with anything. I'm really shitty at my job. I'm never gonna be able to get into contact with you guys again. Good luck finding your way on the underworld."
No, you do your job. Sunday.
I'm good, right?
No, it's on you.
Oh, what for what?
Do
I
we
gave
go
up my
after
stuff.
the demons and your family, or do we hide this?
I don't know.
What do we do?
I don't think it's safe here, honestly.
God, yeah.
I think
right?
Waterdeep is not a safe place for us.
We're starting to get attacked by a fucking many-eyed people.
My
you know?
uncle is after us, and they're
Brains.
into
What do you suggest? We just leave Sunday?
Sunday, is there like a connection here between like this and the bar?
I don't know.
I mean, was your uncle a cultist before he died? Uncle B?
I just called Uncle B because I grew up knowing him. With
Yeah, that-
family.
Oh.
It was just a friend name that I knew me my whole life.
There's a lot of fires going on here in Waterdeep. Your uncle had a brain beast in his brain. We kind of forget about that every now and then.
I don't.
Yeah, especially since last night we
don't.
killed 2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see that you can forget about that, but I think about it every day.
Fair point.
This is heavy.
Is it? Yeah. Okay, so
About your uncle's brain popping out and coming at you.
I don't
gonna haunt me
I
now.
don't have an uncle, but I do have some brothers, and that would suck. I would be disappointed to see their brains pop out of their ugly heads.
All right. I'm gonna give them the evidence. I'm gonna make sure to tell them that Sundays, the Plenty family is completely innocent, and they have no part in this at all. They were surprised to figure it out. I mean, Sunday's surprised to even know that this is happening, and she goes all the way to the top of the Plenty family.
Okay.
Okay. Grim, that means I'm gonna take that book.
You don't need the book to do this. You can do it with the necklace.
Grim, can you just tear out the pages you want?
That seems kind of obvious.
Do you need the book that bad, Grim?
I know the fine here.
Grim,
Take it.
it's bound in human skin.
The spells inside are not evil, Finn. They're just magic. The binding is just a shell.
Hold on a second.
Does that mean
Can I
magic
use
missile is
insight?
evil?
Can I use insight to see if this book is evil?
Yeah. Well, I'd let you use investigation.
With my passive... Oh, investigation?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Right.
Alright.
Using insight on an inanimate object, it's not an illusion.
I'm trying to sense if it's evil.
Well, it's not burning your hands. It doesn't stink of sulfur or anything. It's an inanimate object that looks like a typical spell book.
Alright.
Whether the leather on the outside is human skin or not is debatable.
It's a 7.
It's a 7.
It does not have a weird mouth on it, and it is not chanting stuff. It is not threatening to swallow your soul.
Are there any marks of Asmodeus on the outside of this book?
There are a few marks of Asmodeus throughout the pages.
On the outside of it? Is it just a black tome or something?
It looks like a very typical, out of the ordinary, conspicuous book.
Oh, what?
PH?
Wait, inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous.
Not conspicuous. It
Hey,
looks like a very inconspicuous
this book is very loud.
How you guys doing today?
Just a book.
Just
Ain't nothing going on there.
Well, I'm a
Put
real
your hand
page,
in my mouth.
I'm a real page turner.
Are you quite finished with your your inspection, Finn Littleman?
All right, well, Grim, do you need the whole book?
Yes, Finn. I need the whole book. I need the whole every page, each one of the pages.
I don't believe this book is going to turn you evil, Grim. So, I guess I'll give you the book, man. I mean,
One day your incessant belief in the gods and their power is going to be the doom of you. I swear, Finn Littleman, you're never going to...
That's the last time I hand you anything, Finn.
what?
So I can have the book? I can have it?
How about you play me Boulder's Parchment Shears?
No. I will not play these silly games. Not for a spell book. There's great power in here.
It's worth more to us.
Then I'm taking it. Because they obviously didn't want it hard
Some
enough.
cash.
Oh,
I'm leaving.
We got some debts
Over
to
a
pay,
game?
boys.
fine.
Take the book and the amulet, and I think really hard as to how to summon these people, because she said I would know when I saw her bird outside. So I guess I open a window and look outside.
Just open a window.
And with the sound of the wood sliding on wood, It opens up into the very frigidly cold night air. Considering the fact that you have no idea what time of night it was when you had faced the Krampus,
Right.
the streets of Waterdeep are dead and silent, and a gentle snowfall falls upon the ground, piling up in the alleys and against the sides of buildings. You don't see much outside of the pale yellow glow of street lamps. Most of the city is completely asleep.
I don't see a bird, and I look outside and I go, "Gah!" No, all right. Shut the window.
While he's yelling out the window, I'm going to use one of my letters and pen a letter to Erstol Foxen. First part of it is going to be requesting Yvonne Blackwater's credentials. I want to make sure that she does in fact work with him. And the second part of it is going to be informing him of the bugbear movements and whatnot that Schemo had informed me of. And I send him the message directly. And in it, I include that if he wants to send Yvette by again, he certainly can. But an attitude improvement would probably suit her well if she wants to hang out with us at the theater in the future. Otherwise, she could just like leave the message under the door. She can't be here if she's gonna be rude like that. But other than that,
Right.
you gotta have a sense of humor if you're gonna hang out in the theater.
Hell yeah.
And the letter kind of rambles like that for a little bit, and then I tie it off. I like tie it off.
Focus.
Yeah. And I like
6
fold it up
pages
into
long.
like a dagger.
Says I love you at the end.
Send it off.
Twirls through the air as a dagger and then kind of turns sideways and starts helicoptering itself up into the air and disappearing into the dark night.
That's funny.
And so you all take to your own private residences within your home. Cuddle up with your blanket and your pillow, and you.
I'm sleeping in the basement.
Fine, you sleep
I'm
in
telling
the basement.
Cole, I'm sleeping in the basement.
So you don't die?
Because I'm not sleeping in my room
Closer
tonight.
to hell?
I'm not sleeping in my room tonight. Maybe. I'm going to the basement.
Whatever.
I
All
reach
my
for
blankets and shit.
I reach for my blanket.
Going to my tower.
There's a pallet of straw down there.
Well,
It's dark.
Alright.
The heat from the fire doesn't quite reach the basement.
It's okay. I'll suck it up.
Dead winter has passed. Just to let you know, the theater house from the night before, its performance, there was a bit of vandalism on the outside of the building and some broken glass that was discovered, and it is going to cost you 10 gold for repairs. The rest of the repairs are covered by the profits made from the theater house. Last night wasn't really a good night.
Okay, so
we broke even last night. We made
For
nothing.
profit and expenses, you break even. For repairs, it's another 10 gold.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're 10 gold down.
We're 10 gold down. Okay.
all right.
We're more than tangled.
Well, that was our money on person.
Mm-hmm.
The stash. Okay, so I'm assuming someone tells Cola they need money.
Yeah, it's just the business. It's all
Okay.
taken care of for part of
Cole
the day.
grabs it out of the stash.
As for that, just so you know, moving on. The morning silence is interrupted by a distant blast coming from a few streets further across. The force is strong enough to gently rattle the glass windows. Soon after, for those of you who get up and look in the direction, you can see that a pillar of smoke begins to rise above the city streets and up the rooftops.
It wakes me up, and as I turn over in my cot, I see Harland. He's like face to face with me. God damn it!
Right.
Harlan gets back up on
How'd you sleep? Did you sleep good?
Mr. Littleman, I'm only trying to wake you up. You see, it's really early right now. And I
Adjusting
thought
the
maybe you wanted
covers.
to get up so that we could make something other than porridge for them for breakfast.
Yeah, Harlan. God damn it. Just give me a minute.
I'm really, really sorry. I was... I swear I smell cookies inside of your pillow, but it's...
Wow.
Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. I'll go... I'll get
Harlan,
downstairs.
stay away from my pillow.
Okay, got it.
Finn's pillow smells like cookies. I love it.
That is awesome.
I'm gonna go. I gotta...
cookies.
Can you get out of the room already, Harlan?
No, I'm going. I'll go start the fucking phone.
I reach into my pillow and I pull out the bag of cookies. He's on to me.
Oh no.
Keep them secrets.
Anyway, get ready
Right.
for the day.
Yeah.
But we just heard this explosion go off, right?
It was a loud blast, but for you guys, it was muffled, of course, being a few blocks away, but it was still strong enough to rattle the glass of the windows.
Jesus.
Cole looks out from the tower on top.
And so you see a few alleyways across. There is this plume of smoke that is beginning to rise up into the winter air.
What do my half-orcish eyes see?
Well, let's get a d20 roll from you to see if you can really figure it out.
They're taking the
19.
19. Certainly a plume of smoke. You kind of catch the glimpse of what you believe might be fire, but it looks like it doesn't look like it's a threatening fire so much. You can't see into the alleyway. The rooftops are too clustered and everything, but...
If there was a pit fight, something against that fire, would I put 100 gold on it?
Maybe.
Just kidding. Alright. Cole runs downstairs to tell people which direction it is.
Where is it on the map?
From where you are,
Where would we see smoke?
you know what? You're going to have to flip that map over for me to tell you.
Hey-o! This is the non-DM side, and this is the DM's map.
Now, I believe I put you guys...
North Street.
Northward in here. So this is Troll Skull
right
Alley
here.
where
This is you.
Yeah, we're over here.
The fire is coming from you.
Oh, hey! Troll Skull Alley.
Oh, wow.
We were looking for the... Yeah. Because this side of the map has them all marked.
Okay.
Let's just leave it on that side.
Might as well. I love the map markers on there for out of the book.
Yeah, if yesterday.
Alright, well, Cole gears up and grabs his axe and heads for the door.
Okay.
Do you say anything?
Yeah.
As you pass Fala, you see Fala is already setting plates out and everything.
Explosion! Fire! This way!
Harlan! God damn it! Get out of the kitchen!
I'm sorry! Why?
I thought he was in the kitchen. The fire explosion.
Grim throws his jacket and hat
Finally
on.
comes out with this
follows
cutting
Cole
board
down.
full of all kinds of fruits and vegetables. As you run downstairs, you catch Finn's attention and Fala as well, and you
Did you have
get
that?
to the front door.
I've got
Mine's
my
done.
owl familiar with me.
So you are already awake as well. You've come
Rogue two?
downstairs and Owl Familiar are at the ready.
Probably did the rest of it.
As for Sunday, she is cold, alone in the dark of the basement.
I got it all.
Sunday! Are you alive?
Colt makes her way to the door.
I'll get up, open the door,
People might need our
come
help.
out. What's going on?
People might need our help.
Okay. Give me a minute. Go take care of my business.
When you say a minute, do you mean...
Like 10, 15.
Damn it.
Do you wait?
Yes.
Can I hide the book real quick?
Shit, man.
No, Sunday has saved my life a few times now.
Can you roll a die?
Thank you. God damn it. Oh.
Didn't
All right,
morning
yeah.
tea. What's
I
going
place
on?
it inside of one of the chests inside of the room, and I cover it up with all my clothes from yesterday, and some books, and then a frying pan.
Okay.
And a frying.
What's going on, guys?
It's like, yeah, it looks good.
It's on top of like the chest.
15 minutes later.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It was blocks away, like we could run.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So.
Start sprinting out this.
Follow me.
Got all our effects.
All of you have your things ready. You're
Finn,
all...
jump on.
I run up Cole's arm and as he kind of Flintstones it, and then get up onto his shoulders, Master Blaster style.
Yeah. And we sprint.
Right. And so you sprint, making your way towards the area of Troll Skull Alley. Fala in tow. And Harlan
Troll Skull Alley, that's not far from us.
No, it's really.
No, it's not that far.
It's like
And
a
even
block
Harlan
away,
in
isn't
tow.
it?
All of you guys make a good, quick
Is
dash.
Bala with
to
us? Or is
Yeah.
he at home?
Fala and Harlan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Curiosity.
Cole said, let's go.
He
Okay.
did. He's certainly did.
My minions.
It's okay. Harlan can hold his own.
And so you make it your way there.
What he's holding, you don't want to know.
It's a quick dash through the snow. The streets are icy. You do your best to stay going as fast as you can, keeping the pace, while also trying not to fall on the slick streets. The paved cobblestones and the snow crushing beneath foot. You make your way around corner to the next area and the next, across the street, past the carriages, through the sights and sounds and smells of the early morning of Waterdeep, before you finally come around the corner to the place known as Troll Skull Alley. Fala gets there, and Fala, you can see, is already quite readily distracted as Fala is looking up at a building that seems to have a greenhouse mounted and built atop one of the other structures. And let's see. With a quick idea on that, we're going to say that Sunday, you get a little bit of a sense on Fala that there is a sense of relief. Kind of looks up and then like a panic looking around at the building, and then as much as a construct can, almost seeming to just make the gesture of a sigh. Just shoulders kind of go down and a bit more relaxed suddenly.
Okay. I'll touch his arm and I'm like, you okay, Fallen?
I am okay. I was merely worried. It's nothing. Don't worry.
Okay.
So you come around the rest of the corner and you get there and you see that there is a tavern of sorts, a pub. Then just outside of it, there are a few different bodies in the snow. The city watch has already arrived and they have blankets and canvas laid out over the dead in the street. There are a few of them. Quite a few of them had died, actually. Something around 7 or 8. You don't get a quick immediate count of the dead. And that there are various other people here who are all talking to the city watch. There's one person in general accompanied by a man in robes, and the two of them seem to be kind of spearheading the investigation as to what happened. A little bit of the talk that you can kind of hear around here is that a fireball has gone off.
Fireball.
And there are quite a few people caught in a blast. Many injured, some deceased. And that's when a few people in the crowd begin to perk up. That's who they're looking for! Pointing in your direction. Almost seemingly through and past all of you and straight at Fala. And at which point a few of the city guard get up and say, "Hey, we need to have questions with your construct there." Fala, kind of realizing that, I'm in trouble, kind of stands up at attention, unsure of what to do. A few of the people come over, including the man who seems to be in charge, and says, "Don't let that construct go! What's the matter with this here? Barnabas, get over here!"
I stand in front of Fala.
Stepping in front of Fala, trying to make a little bit of a gesture. City guard already kind of circling around in a few of the different directions.
Like, it'll be okay.
Yeah, I stick with him for sure.
Right. And so you kind of form a little bit of a protective circle around Fala. Meanwhile, the city guard are all there.
His kneecaps.
They look like they have hands on their sword hilts, other hands out, kind of at the ready for trouble, but not immediately instigating it.
Can I use sleight of hand
To do what?
to
D20 roll.
place a...
What's the meaning of this?
I place a symbol on a Fala. Use a
And,
minor illusion.
and
It makes it look like she belongs to the Church of Morden.
okay. And okay, so these people, I'm going to give you a little bit of a picture here. The man in charge says to you, "Hi, Seth Cromley. Now listen up. I'm going to be asking you some questions, and I need you to answer truthfully, so we can ascertain as to what's really going on about here." This is Seth Cromley. Let's get a little picture on the camera. Bam. Let's go that way.
Okay.
And beside him is a shorter man in purple robes. Now this here is Barnabas. Barnabas Blastman. He's been assisting me here on this investigation. Now, we're looking for a construct. Word is that the murder has been done by a machine. It just so happens that you and your contraption here walk up. You hear kind of Fala mutter to himself, "I'm not just a contraption."
Hey, it's okay.
It's okay, Fala.
I'll take it. So,
He's been in our theater all night.
yeah, we work at the theater up the road. We just heard the explosion. We're coming down. We work at the Roseland Theater. You must have heard of our show.
Indeed I have. I heard a few reviews, some good, some bad. They say that,
Yeah, this is our hired stagehand.
right, you hired a machine. Okay. All right, I've heard strange things. I don't see any reason why they would be not telling us the truth there, Seth. No, you're being honest with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what did that robot look like? I mean, machine.
Well, they say that, they said it was like a puppet or something. Well, I don't really rightly know. I mean, you have all kinds of constructs in this part of the city. You walk around. I mean, it's the city of splendors after all. It's like, hey, we don't need to be telling them all of the details here. No, Barnabas, just give me a second here. We're gonna ask a few more questions.
Is there any chance there's still bodies or
think
anyone
you've said
in
enough.
still?
No.
Okay, so Cole relaxes.
Yeah, all of the fire has pretty much been put out.
Okay.
Well, from what your friend just said, just means our friend's out of the... You don't need to ask him any more questions.
Well, the construct, yeah, they look very different, but, well, how am I to know? I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask questions, and I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't exhaust every possible lead.
Yes, and we will try to, within the full standard, help you with that.
Yep. Including our friend.
What is it that you need to eliminate our friend here as a potential
Suspect.
Well, I need to know, first off, what is it? I'm not an it. I'm sorry. Is it speaking up now? Fala looks up. I'm not an it.
This is Fala.
Okay.
Fala is not like a normal contraption.
How so?
Well, to be fair, Fala's a person.
He's a living construct.
All right, let me get this down. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And your construct is a Fala?
No, his name is Fala.
All right. Named Fala. How do you spell that?
That's P.
I can't spell. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
H.
I never learned this.
A 1 L
Finland.
A.
Got it. All right. And what may I ask? What were all of you doing this morning?
Well,
I was asleep.
we were all sleeping. None of us were awake. Yeah.
No, I get up early every morning to cook.
You guys woke up to an explosion and woke me up.
Yeah, Finn Ludeman's a baker. Member of the Bakers Guild. You can check that actually.
I wake up every morning at 3 o'clock. That way I can prepare all of my pastries for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Finn,
Harlan.
No.
You don't have to tell them about our great pastries. Please.
Let him speak.
Harlan.
I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Tell
He's
him about
got
the
something
creme
to
brulee.
say.
Harlan.
Now, you wouldn't be impeding justice here, would you? Might I remind you that the fees here in Waterdeep for that is pretty high?
How are you going to prove that I'm impeding justice?
Well, it depends on what he says versus what you say.
What, that I got up at 3?
I'm sorry, sir. We don't get up at 3. We got up a little bit later. In fact, it was the fireball that kind of woke him up. Either that or it was my heavy breathing in his face. I don't know. But we didn't get up that early this morning because he was out really late. He went to this party somewhere and he didn't tell me anything and I wasn't allowed to go. But
Do you think you could shut him up or send him home?
Hold on.
You went to a party?
all
Just
right.
hold on.
No, I've heard enough.
I'm not lying.
Not up
Listen
at
to
3.
I got up. Now, I had been up since 3 o'clock. I had just rested my eyes when I turned around to see Harlan watching me again. He believes that my pillow smells of cookies. Can you believe this, man? He's been sneaking into my room and smelling me in my sleep.
You got cookies?
Barnabas Blaskwood adjusts his glasses and looks then up at Saith, and Saith is just with his notepens.
Do I smell of cookies to you?
I sniff. Finn. You're holding out on cookies, Finn? That's not cool.
I'm missing breakfast for this.
I'm hungry.
No, I appreciate
Talking
the
about
good
cookies.
Samaritan in all of you, but I mean, considering everything here, what to ask you, half-orc? What was your name? What was that?
Cole.
Uh-huh. And yours, halfling?
I am Finn Littlemint Baldrum.
And
Just said that.
yours, milady?
You don't know who I am? Sunday Plenty.
Got it. All right. And you, my lord?
The timbers.
Timbers?
Is he making fun of me?
I'm asking if that is your.
He is.
Are
Grim.
you is first and last name or?
Grim Timbers.
Excellent. All right. There was one follower and your name. Oh, I'm Holman Queensby. Yes. And relation. Apprentice.
I just kind of look at Harlan and stare at him intensely.
Now then, what actually happened?
Might I ask a question?
No, I just asked a question. You
No,
have to answer mine. I've been answering your questions this whole time.
Barnabas here happens to be a talented mage. So might I ask, in order to prove your story, would you allow Barnabas to detect your thoughts?
What? Why are you looking at me?
I'm addressing all of you.
You want to read each one of our thoughts?
Well, it's pretty simple. I mean, I can't do so without a warrant, although it would allow everything to set its pace. And
how do we know you're not going to go for? How do we know you're just going to look at the?
Just say no.
Yeah, right. I just say no.
No, you can't search my
You can't see my
vehicle.
brain. That
That's
breaks.
the thing. No.
No, that breaks my amendment.
No, you can't
Waterdeep
touch me.
might I be able to search? Might I be able to search the brain of your follower then?
No.
Why don't we
I don't
search your
mind.
brain?
Follow. No.
It's why? I don't mind. I have nothing to hide.
And it's actually not okay, Fowler. They're
You don't have any proof.
Cole has a point.
Well, being that you are all the owners, I suppose I can't say anything against that. All right.
Besides, Fowler's not a
How would you like
not a
it if
construct, and we can
picked your
prove
brain?
it. We can prove that
Yeah,
Fowler's
you
not
didn't
a
even answer
construct.
my question. What happened here?
Fireball.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Fireball.
that construct doesn't cast spells.
Oh, neither did the other construct. Reportedly, the one that cast the spell,
Well, what constructs cast spells, huh?
the kind that carry artifacts. And I don't think I need to give you any more information.
You mean
that.
like the Blackstaff?
That is an artifact. I'm not speaking of legendary artifacts.
You're telling me
Plenty of
that there's some sort of robot going around town that has an artifact and it's blowing people up?
Robot.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you think it'd be a little bit more unhinged than our friend here, Fala?
How
Seeing
am I-
as how it just killed these several people.
Just
laying on
doing
the
their
ground.
job, Finn. They're just doing their job.
Good sirs, we would all be willing to write sworn affidavits.
What's his name?
Submit them unless you all have any evidence of our criminal
I look at Bernie and I'm like, the quick folk.
Haven't declared any charges of criminal activity.
That's a slur.
Well, then I do appreciate your line of questioning, but unfortunately, it's leading you to an end.
As I said before, I have to completely go through every possible lead. I heard a construct caused murder. I found a construct. I asked questions. There's no need to be offended, good sirs. No. I am merely doing my job, as I believe your sensible half-orc friend here said. Thank you for being...
I'm hungry. Hurry it up.
I look at him and I'm like, the quick folk. Shaking my head.
It's not every day the half-orc is the sensible one. I appreciate your cooperation. It does not seem that I have much else here to ask you. Rosethorn Theater, I have that down. Should I need to ask any further questions about the construct or anything, you will be hearing from me. It doesn't seem likely.
Just so you know, we're a bit of a freelance agency. If you need our help tracking down who did this, you know where to find us.
Right. Make a note of that. What do you call yourselves?
Oh shit.
I don't know. Roseland Theater, right?
Right.
Right. All right. You know where to find us.
Roseland Theater.
No, that is not our name. That is not our name. We're gonna come up with a cool one next time, okay? Right. Just you wait.
The Roseland For
how many names you need? The rose petals.
No. Hey guys, what do we call ourselves?
Be sure to knock 3 times when you come a calling.
The dark troop.
I say, Seth, an unruly bunch they are. Although I don't suspect any kind of deceitful behavior here. I think we should be getting on going on the rest of our investigation.
You know,
I agree with you there. We'll get going. I appreciate you, kind sirs and lady, for all of your cooperation.
Let's go. Keep moving.
Although, allow me to just kind of pass on a friendly word. I don't know where you're from. Some of you have a bit of a funny accent for this area. Just in case you're not sure, a little bit of the code legal here in Waterdeep.
I go, I think he needs it more than you do.
Now, if you happen to come across any further information regarding constructs and anything else on that, please let me know. We are actually on the hunt for someone we believe is behind all of this. There is one man who was seen leaving the scene of the crime. They say that he removed an item from one of the dead and then fled into the alleyways.
Which one?
That one over there towards the Bent Nail. Local place. Now,
the body. Which body?
Oh, it's a gnome. A small gnome.
Over there?
Wow. I can't allow you to speak with the dead until...
Let us help.
What are you going to do?
You don't know.
Can my owl?
Well, then I can't allow you to do it.
Shit, Ven, help me.
Can my owl see this body from above?
You're covered in tarps.
My friend is a great shaman from a distant land. He believes that if he can see it with his Swami abilities, he'll be able to tell where and how they died.
Not far from the truth soon.
Let us see it.
I don't really... It seems to me that this one might be a bit addled. I think we should just be about our business and leave these good folk to the...
A bit addled.
I've got, like I said, any information. We're looking for the fugitive we believe who had a hand in this. His name is Erstal Floxen. If you come across any mention of Erstal Floxen, or if you come across any mention of any constructs who may have had access to magical items, please alert your nearest City Watch official.
No, I want to. I do want to get that right. Can you? That's Erstal Floxen,
Yes.
and you're looking for him because he's the prime. He's the lead here in this investigation.
He is our #1 suspect at this time.
It
turns out that Erstone might have some affiliation with some very dangerous people here.
Wow! What a dastardly! That guy sounds bad.
Indeed. He's wanted for very many things. Him and all of his affiliates.
All of his affiliates, you say, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Well, I'd hate to be one of those guys.
Well, I bid you good day. Please, good half-orc, sir. Enjoy your breakfast. And Saith Cromley,
Cheers.
Barnabas Blastwind turn back to the investigation, asking questions. After not so much time,
Monsters aren't people.
a couple of wagons return. They load up some of the dead. People mourn, and some are visibly shook. You make your way back towards the Roseland.
Not Grim. He's gonna kind of hang back because at some point I want to discreetly send my owl down to try to get a look at what's under that tarp, even if I have to wait for the wagon to.
No, so I see Grim backing up a little bit. I walk up to him. Grim, I need to find a place in town. Can you help me?
Sure, Cole. What do you need, buddy?
I told you that marking skin is very important to my people.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't.
You look like tattoo, bro.
I feel like I deserve it now.
Ritual markings.
Yeah, just tattoos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where can I go?
Powerful symbol. Well, there's the scribbling scribe. No, she's books. Well, probably. Let me think about that for a second.
You've been here for a while, you know.
Harley, how could you?
You're gonna want to go to the dock ward, because mostly where the tattoo parlors are. A lot of the sailors get the tattoos down there.
How hard was it to say yes?
You're gonna want to head down to the dock ward to the needlepoint shop.
I step close and I'm like, how hard is it for you to just keep your mouth shut and hide behind the rest of us?
You're doing the dishes double.
You're gonna look for Needlepoint Ned. He'll get your tattoo.
All right. Well, Cole's going to the dock wards.
Down at the dock wards.
I don't know if you want to.
Grim, you spend some time waiting, but they never reveal the dead underneath the tarps. They load them up and they start taking them away.
I'll like literally send my owl on there and like climb under it if he has
So
to.
like as he does that, I pull out my banjo and I start playing.
As soon as an owl shows up,
I'm gonna distract
them.
him.
They begin shoving the mechanical contraption out.
I'm going to distract everybody.
The people inside the... Go ahead. Try and distract the people inside the...
Damn fucking right.
I'm going to, he says.
Because he knows a guy.
No, we don't.
Come on.
I fly like the dragons get high like the flames. If you catch me in the night, has I got souls in my name. If you come around here, I play them all day. I get one done in a second if you wait. All I want to do is pew, 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 pew. Then I take your stuff and I take your money. All I want to do is pew, 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 pew. And I take your stuff and I take your money.
Okay. So are you doing like an actual performance? Like a street side performance?
Yeah, I'm busking right here.
Okay.
I already got a crowd ready, right?
Stealth roll. It's an owl. I like find the sun, where it's gonna like blind everybody and just streak in silently.
Yeah, I use prestidigitation to get everybody's attention beforehand as I throw up fireworks on this side. Everybody's like, "Oh God, he came back!" This is a terrible idea. Yeah,
like LeBron with his powder, but it's sparks.
Yeah, it just says like the Roseland.
That's good.
Barnabas Blastwind walks up to you during your performance, and he begins raising up a little bit of magic. And then he says, "Go home and think about your life." And
Shit.
he casts suggestion on you.
Roll, Sam.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw.
I was waiting for him to say that.
You know what suggestion is.
Come on, John.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
so that is a 9 plus.
She ain't gonna do it. Any kind
One.
of caster has
That's a 10.
better than that.
So you immediately start turning around and you go back to the Roosevelt Theater.
Start dragging it with me in the snow as I walk away.
The entire time just contemplating like, what am I doing with my life?
Like Harlan walks in front of me, and
I just
like,
throw my hands in
step
the air.
over him and walk.
What?
What? So you're going to fly
How
a
many
mechanical
times do I have
owl
to
into
say
the
it?
cart. So describe to me what this looks like.
the mechanical part is just for flavor, dude. If I can have a regular owl if it makes you feel more.
You could have a regular owl, but you summoned it as a mechanical owl as you were very specific.
Kubo!
All right.
So-
Well, it's well oiled. It's like a stealth fucking bomber owl. Okay, I'm just letting you know the mechanical aspect of this
ridges
is
and stuff
fine.
for
It's like
radar.
made by Boeing.
Yeah, it isn't like
Lockheed
There
Martin.
you go.
This thing is aerodynamic. Anyways, I'm just like
Bowie.
I'm just coming down, man. Just like as
Excited.
stealthily as I
Okay.
possibly can. The idea is to, find a spot to land on that's out of sight of everyone. Wait a second and sneak in under the tarp and take a look.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so I'll roll stealth, I assume. It's an 8. Not very good. I bet an owl probably only has like no bonus to stealth.
fucking still.
I think that an owl would have a bonus to stealth, honestly, but we'll see.
It is a creature of the night.
They fly silently.
Yeah. Has everything.
All
It's got a +1.
What makes noise while it's flying?
So
Every other bird.
Dan, can't your owl make opportunity shots without opportunity attacks?
There's a big, huge science thing about it. They set up like
9.
Like so
microphones.
legit silent?
9.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Every other bird you hear. An owl is like,
Wow.
yeah. It's like a soft breath in the night.
So we should give it proficiency for itself.
Scary.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Anyways,
Back to
I
Pete.
rolled a 9.
So, the guards escorting this cart immediately see this
animal
owl
history.
laying down and perch onto this cart. Your owl tries to carefully and slowly get underneath the tarp and gets it up just enough that you see the burnt remains of a gnome, unrecognizable for the most part. Before the guards grab your owl and throw it off. They're like, "Shoo! Get out of here! Get!"
It flies away. Did the gnome look particularly schemy?
The gnome looked particularly black.
That's a little
and I'm doing
That was a little racist.
Doing a schemy check. Yeah. Was he? Would he have possibly
look
been
a little
named
shifty.
Schemo by any chance?
Possibly would have been the first course at a barbecue.
Oh, pretty
What does that
toasty.
even mean?
All right. Okay.
That he was the main target
It
of
looked like
a
his name was
fireball.
Ash.
Oh. Okay.
Didn't do good. Okay.
So no facial recognition software.
Not really.
All right.
It's pretty burnt to
Facebook.
nothing.
Where were you?
I'm heading back to the theater.
All right. Meanwhile,
Facebook in the
Cole, you head out. You find Needle Ned. Was it?
Yeah.
Needle net in the dock sword.
Yeah. It's
I'm with Cole.
Yeah.
there's some windows of this shop. One of the windows is boarded up. The other one has just some painting on the outside of it. The typical anchor with the sparrows on the sides and a few other things. Nothing really out of the ordinary, but definitely the kind of place that's going to attract the seafarer. You go in. You wanna role play this out, or do you just want to visit this place and pay your gold? All right, so
It's up to you. You want to make it interesting or not?
You walk into the door. The door, as it swings in, bumps a little bell hanging above him, and you see this other guy kind of in the back. He's got like this instrument of several needles all in a row on this piece of wood, and you see him dip it in ink and then go back to a person's back where he is. Tap, 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 tap,
Get the
tap.
silver eyes.
Be with you in about an hour. Tap, 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 tap. What do you need?
Cole needs tattoos.
Well, you're in the right place. What kind of tattoo?
Orcish.
I can do that. Anything specific?
Yeah.
Custom design, or you got an idea? I got plenty of things up on the wall. I've got plenty of Orcish tribal tattoos. Got a nice one that goes right on the lower back if you want.
I look up. Do I see anything like a design of a Protector Asimir? That's what I'm looking for to start with.
Oh, you come across a few things. There is some Orcish butterflies for the lower back. As well as very other forms of tribal tattoos. You see that on his canvases throughout the area. There are some designs appreciated by Shadar Kai. They appear to be at the bottom of the pile and collected a lot of dust as if they are almost never used. There's dwarven runes and protection symbols, sailor symbols, and you do a lot of flipping through this stuff before you finally come across the Orcish tattoos. Many of them jagged and crude, as much of the Orcish script that there's a few orcs that actually have it. And looking through, you come across a few totems and tribal things, but most of the totem tattoos are for animal spirits or for Orcish gods. Grumsh, one eyes, an eye slashed out, skulls on stakes, stylized. And
so I'm gonna want to custom it. So yeah, I need to talk to you when you're done. I'll come back.
All right. About an hour passes. You come back, you see him in there. The other guy is gone. I didn't even get a look at that guy's face. He's in there. He's kind of wipes away at his large handlebar mustache and starts polishing up his instruments and then dipping them in boiling water.
My name is Cole, Paleborn.
Hail and well met, Cole.
I don't know if you know much about orc culture.
Enough about the tattoos. What more do I need to know?
Tattoos are a very important part of most orc life. They help remember important deeds. I need, now that Cole is doing important deeds, I need someone to help remember.
You want a memorial sort of tattoo?
I think I'm going to need lots of them over time.
All right.
I have a few in mind for now.
All right. Well, let me draw something up for you. He gets out his charcoal. The two of you collaborate. You go over things, details.
So there's two I want right now. So I'll explain to him what the vision of Radamanthes looks like. Mm-hmm. The Protector Asimir with the halo, but mostly dark visage, big celestial wings, but mostly black, kind of spiritual behind him. So I want a giant tattoo of that on my back to take up most of my back. In celestial, underneath, I want Father written underneath that tattoo.
You're gonna need to find a scribe to write that out in celestial. I won't be able to do that. And as for the rest of it, I'm sure we can get the line work done today, provided you've got the 120 gold.
No problem. And then the second tattoo I want is the big Krampus demon. And I want his horns to go up both sides of my shoulder and his face to take up most of my bicep.
Protection.
I'm like, don't forget the sack. Don't forget the sack.
Yeah.
All right. They get to
almost
work.
ate you.
He immediately goes. Immediately gets to tattooing. He's like, all right, you're gonna feel a sting. You ever been scratched by an angry cat while you had a sunburn?
Do I need to rage?
No,
Just kidding. Just fucking do it. Taking damage every second.
It's a long process. It's a few hours in when he finally has the line work of your 2 requests done. And he wipes down his counter space and puts a little bit of an herbal salve on your back. And he says, well, there you go, my friend. Welcome to your new addiction.
Okay. Thank you. How much do I owe you?
150 today.
All right. I'll put it down.
Pleasure doing business. Takes care of your guys' business. As for the rest of you, you had gone back towards the Rosen Theater. I don't know why that word skipped my mind. Back at the Rosen Theater. Business is kind of getting ready. It's late afternoon at this point. The actors have all arrived, doing a little bit of their light rehearsal and some of their improv training.
I'm second guessing my life as I'm like cooking. What was I thinking? Like,
I really should go home. That's what they say. Go home.
Is this even my home? That's where I came. This must be my home now.
Yeah. More, please.
Despite the tension and expectations of trouble, an evening begins and the doors open to the gathering crowds. The first show of the night. Tonight's double feature is a new play that they had been practicing on. This particular one was something that you hadn't really picked out yourself, but more along the lines of a tragedy. And it is not on that page. Right here. The show that you will all be doing is...
Yes.
That's where I had it right here.
Congratulations, Cole.
so did you just like not like my performance?
Big
It
moment.
distracted plenty of people, but
Kind of like
they
Grimm's
had a
first
thing to
film.
do,
Yeah, got it.
and you were kind of in there.
I got the feet.
I know, but I didn't even get to
now.
roll a performance check.
Dirty. Dirty.
I got 7s in those now.
Coming up 7.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Oh yeah, potent dice. Or is it portent?
important. 6 and 14.
Yes, important.
It's super important.
Super important.
6 and a
The
14.
blood wedding.
Yeah.
The Blood Wedding?
Blood wedding?
The blood wedding.
That's the name of the new show.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah. Sorry.
Did they find my book or something on accident? I'm like, hey, this looks like a good. Seems like a great idea for a show.
No, it's
No,
something that they had been performing at one of the
It was
other
your
theaters.
diary.
There was a theater called the Pink
Your
Flump,
helpers
and
tear you in your sleep.
the Pink Flump, and it's actually one of the theaters who have been giving you poor reviews.
Oh.
Where's this theater at?
Jerk face.
We'll go visit them like they visit us.
That's a little
Their fluffy
on the
hats.
outside of town. Anyways, there are 3 particular theaters who have been writing you bad reviews. It seems that because the reviews are almost word for word identical, that you can only assume Ronquin Mysteer is behind it, as his theater is one of the ones and the first one to write his poor review.
Like, Grimm's reading the paper and he throws it on the table. Honey picks a Spider-Man!
So, as
He's
the
a menace!
The show begins and continues before finally
Spider-Man.
they have to take a break for intermission. Curtain comes down, and you begin to tell yourselves that everything will be fine, but what you tell yourselves doesn't really seem to ease the trepidation that you are feeling, the anxiety.
Oh, I'm totally paranoid. I don't care what the DM
And
says.
Yeah, like Cole double
I'm in the
checked
kitchen,
everybody,
I'm looking-
like before they came
I'm like
in.
in stealth everywhere I go.
I'm like,
In my house.
you are stealthing and hiding out and kind of
I am
taking a spot backstage where you can try and keep your attention, and this little
contemplating burning my aunt's cloak. that she gave me.
little paper bird flutters down and lands
no.
on the table in front of you and slightly unfolds.
For me?
Lands on the table in front
Guys,
of you.
is there anybody...
They only open
Where
for
am I?
the
Where
owner.
am I? this
You're
happens?
just to the side of backstage.
I'm in the kitchen.
Anybody around me?
Yeah, I'm with you, Sunday.
Graham.
Yeah. That's it. That's yours.
I'll open it. Wait.
It opens for you.
What did it? What?
Here we go, boys.
As you open it,
Your dear friend knows what it is.
Right?
Sunday.
You were invited to a party.
You're invited to a barbecue. Sorry.
you
Screams
hear,
at me.
The twins' birthday is coming early.
Shit.
you hear in your uncle's voice,
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Sunday, you've been a bad girl.
"Dearest Sunday, as a matter of explanation, it's with heavy heart I send this news. Misfortune for you that you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Circumstances call for this courtesy. Because I know you have nothing to say to anyone, we shall not need to continue with unpleasant business. Signed, V. Postscript.
That's a threat.
I'm sure you will not let word spread from any loose lips.
He's gonna kill you.
Okay, as long as I don't talk, I'm good.
So we're just gonna take the strong. He's a bully now. He's a demon, a devil worshiping bully. He just tells us what to do and it summons devils.
You do what you want, Grim. I'm good. As long as my mouth's shut.
I'll write a letter right now, Sunday. Right. And I whip out one of my magical letters. Who should I make it to?
Whoever you
the open
feel.
Lord of Waterdeep.
Write it to your mom.
Yeah, I don't have a mom, Sunday. So that's mean. I really don't know her. So, anyways, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be a good girl and just do what Uncle says?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut for now until we get to the bottom of this. I see it as a gesture of them not coming in here and just sacking us and doing what they please, because you pretty much can as a noble, and this gives us a chance to investigate on our own what's really going on. Keep our mouth shut.
I see it as them being desperate.
To say whatever you want, that's fine. I mean, I'm covered my own ass.
They're desperate, Sunday. They know that we know. And
well, let them think that then. Let
they
them be
can't
desperate.
risk.
Let them be desperate. Let them be desperate.
Desperate people make mistakes.
That they do.
Isn't that right, Finn Littlement?
Not there.
And so do
As you turn
irrational.
around, you see that he's not there.
And so do irrational
instead-
little gnomes.
Instead, you look
Yeah.
right at the belt buckle and then up to your stage manager, Olympics Crowley. He was like,
Mix.
excuse me, sir, but well, there was an angry mob here to see you.
That does not call.
Well, it's a
I go to the front door.
It's a smaller mob. Sir.
I got the letter. You get the mob.
Well, it would appear that Ron Quan
Call him up.
Mystere wishes to speak with all of you, I suppose. Yes.
This
Dear.
freaking guy.
Does anybody go to get me?
Wrong.
You know what? I march out with Cole
It's a bunch of pissed off actors.
on the way by.
Scooby-Doo suits.
I holler for Finn at the kitchens. It's right by the entrance, right? The kitchens
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
You see me back there, like, because it's like one of those open top diners.
Yeah.
God, what am I doing with my life?
We're good.
Still back there.
Baldrum.
I'm already 18.
Baldrum.
What? God!
Damn, you headed the game.
Perfected a souffle.
Yeah, it's like, what? I throw down my apron.
I'm sorry. I'll get chop faster. Oh, chop faster. Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
What, you're doing good. I walk past the door.
Yes, chef. Thank you, chef.
This knucklehead, this dude, this guy, Ronquin is here. Mystere. He's at the head of a bunch of critics.
Has our show started?
Yes, it's already begun the second act.
Well, they gotta be quiet. We're gonna have to tell them
Keep
to
the
disperse.
front doors closed.
Anyway, so I step outside with my friends, right?
Yeah.
Opening the doors.
I'm hailing for
step
guards.
out.
Guards!
Opening of the doors. You step out.
around this time.
Somebody yells out for guards. There happens to be a few
City Watch!
They're out on the corner, but they hear you and they immediately turn their attention.
I don't have a whistle.
They look at you.
Finn does.
They point. And they start
I'm like-
addressing. Ron Quinn Mystere acknowledges what's just happened here and is like, you have some nerve. The audacity of it all, not only to steal the property out from underneath me, but you stole my star actress, the jewel, Westra,
She's a free agent.
You are a liar and a cad, sir.
and you are a charlatan.
we got your
3
actor.
reviews, the 3 theaters, all copies.
Yeah, are you all here, huh? Or are you all just as lackeys?
All fakes.
I see 1 fake, 2 fake, and 3 fakes.
No. And you see the other people kind of behind. They're all like, he's hurt. Where is it? Where is it? And it's like, I've got you this time. I heard about your construct. I bet you're the ones behind it. That fireball, wasn't it?
And then what of you consorting with Drow? Which of us the greater thief? Ronquin Mystere?
Aha. Consorting. I see you have been visiting my own place, huh?
God damn it!
He's not out as a Drow.
Good job.
He's like, oh.
Is there anyone who appears to be an actual threat that's with you?
Yeah.
It appears to just be angry people. They're all
Bunch of
kind of like
theater nerds.
the guys in the back. They're all kind of beginning to shout a little bit, and they're yelling.
I look at them all and I'm just like, that's libel! You bring that over here, that's libel! I'll sue you!
It's not so much that they're shouting as if they are theater nerds. They're actually shouting to bring out your construct. Let us see it. They are not necessarily happy about it, and it seems that Ron Quinn has kind of drudged up some hostile people.
The witch in it.
Oh, are there more people showing up as like he's talking about it?
Well, there's a good 15 to 20 people here just looking around, although they're all commoners. And so the City Watch arrives. They get there, and is that right? What seems to be the problem here?
This guy shows up with this group, and we were told inside, mind our own business, trying to have a good night's business with our theater, and we have a hostile crowd out front, and you can tell.
They've got a murderer inside. They're hiding evidence. If it is true, they have a construct. I am certain it is the one that the City Watch is looking for. Apprehend her! Apprehend her!
No. We've spoken with Barnabas.
Yes.
Barnabas
Lead
himself
investigator.
cleared us. We spoke with him earlier this day, and he assured us that we were in the clear.
That's right.
Isn't that right, Finn?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is completely right.
Get a load of this. Right? Okay, spoke with Barnabas.
Call for Barnabas.
Right? And what evidence have you got there, Mr. What was your name? I am Ron Quinn Mystere of the Seven Masks Theater. They are hiding a construct responsible for the murder on Trollscore Alley. I know it. I have seen it. I have even spoken with it.
You're out of order.
But this?
You are speaking slanderous lies, and you are blocking the entrance to our business. Are you going to do something about this, guards?
The real show's out here tonight, folks.
The real... Yeah, damn it. Good one, Grim. Alright, well anyway, guards, the only reason why they're here is because
quick
they're
poke.
failing theaters are just trying to horn in on our
Whammy.
great success, you know?
Albert, I don't see any reason why this crowd shouldn't disperse. As the people of this establishment have said, you are outside of their own business, and without any evidence, I have no reason to seek out any construct. Barnabas is a good man, ain't he, Albert? Right, yeah, we know him. It's like, right, so please, everybody, disperse.
No. One thing, get Finn. How about you get your little Harlan out here, and then he takes down all the names of these good folk, and we give them 50% off of the next show that they're so keen to see our
cookies.
construct.
Give him some cookies.
Harlan's too dumb.
The two City Watch kind of look at one another, and the people in the back and say, "Oh, we have none of your business. Not any of your business. You're hiding that murderer in there. The whole city's gonna know it."
What's the actor's name
The
again?
townsfolk have spoken.
There's like 15 of them.
Word travels fast, friend. Word travels fast.
Alright, Cole walks up to Ranquin and he... Alright, you should disperse and go out and shake his hand.
Absolutely not.
I blow him a kiss.
I'll tell you this much. You have not heard the last of Ron Quinn Mystere.
Not as loud as you are. You turn around and walk away.
I never. He turns, walks away. The crowd disperses. A few of them kind of like give you lowbrow looks back in your direction. City Watch is like, we'll do you a favor. We'll bring in a couple extra guards for patrols tonight. Maybe tomorrow if we can. You know, that lot there seemed like the vandal type to me.
Yeah, the one just last night. Our show
Yeah,
was
we had some
vandalized.
stuff last night.
In fact, just last night, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
You should have reported that to the watch.
Well, you know that
It's been a busy day. Just kind of crossed our minds.
Did.
You just did.
Yeah, we just did.
Damn gnomes.
All right.
There was some vandalism. We've already affected the repairs and such, but
Feel free then. I mean, it's a bit late now if it's already repaired, but make a report of this thing. If we get more reports, we can increase patrols in certain areas. But it's nothing, no. It's like,
What's your name?
oh, I'm Isaac, and this is Albrecht.
All right. I'm Sunday.
couple of good old boys.
Sunday. Nice to see you, Sunday. Hey, you're speaking to a lord. A noble, not a lord. You're speaking to a noble. Hey? A bit more courtesy there, Albrecht. We'll be getting on over
okay.
there. We got to get back to our post. I bid thee all good night.
Than
Good
my
night.
family.
Terrible thing though about the explosion over on Troll
Yes.
School.
Oh, yeah.
That poor gnome.
Right.
It was
No,
awful.
they say that he had some sort of artifact or something, that he was hiding it, you know? I guess he was trying to get into that tavern or something.
The tavern.
Did they recover the item?
Oh, no, they think that, they think a wanted man retrieved it off the body. Wherever he is, no one can say. As for the construct, I don't know what you guys have in your place, but, well, what color is it? Yours, that is.
Well, he's a sort of a variety of different colors, mostly sort of a steel sheen, sort of a bit of wood here and there, some nice mahogany,
pieces of cobalt,
some deep oak. Yeah.
You mean like one of those shield sentinels?
Oh God! I wouldn't do that. I think he can hear you from here. It's not a good thing to say.
Right, no.
That's not what he is.
Okay, all right. But it doesn't
He's
match
a very
the description.
sensitive individual.
Doesn't match the
seen, like,
description of the one we're looking for, so got no reason to ask any further
Which
questions.
is what is
Well, what color is
well,
yours?
they say that it was a very thin thing, very
That's what she said.
very. What was your pharmacy word for it? Frail, gaunt, nimble. Nimble's the word I'm looking for. Some nimble-like thing was running across the rooftops. They say it had a necklace of fireballs and threw one down. Anyways. Oh, yeah.
That's pretty specific there.
Right, yeah, it's got
Thanks
like
for the info.
Got a funny hat. Looks kind of like a pirate puppet feller.
Pirate puppet?
Yeah, right?
A pirate.
Right,
Wow.
yeah, it's got a hat and a big pointy nose and all this, like one of those, the swishy pokey fighters.
Swashbuckler there.
Right, yeah, that sort.
Swishy pokey fighters. That's
Sounds
that
like we're dealing with
technical
a,
term.
I like this guy.
A rogue type of.
Right, yeah, those swishy pokey kind. I mean, have you seen those swords? Like, lass, you got one of those swords too. How do you fight with that thing? I mean, he ain't got any of the oomph of a good sword. It's like, right, yeah, no,
Hey, boys.
It's not the
eyes
way
are up here.
Finn,
sorry, milady.
let's get the lads some lunch. Maybe have Harlan bring them out. Are you hungry, boys?
We'll be at our
Looking at
post
my
over
bits.
there. But you think it would be great? I mean, much
Hey.
obliged, but
Harland and I just came up with this new recipe. It's called these pastries. They got holes in the middle of them, and they're really good with this other drink we come from with our homeland. It's coffee.
The brown magic.
The brown magic mud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the good. Well, that.
Yeah.
right, well, good luck
Brown
with
magic
that.
mud.
And start turning and leaving.
I'll bring some of those out for you.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. And they leave. They start trotting off down the sidewalk and across the cobbled paved street.
No,
So you guys eat shit in your
Grim.
No, it's pooped out by animals,
But
and
it
then
did-
we cook it.
It
So
is
it's
made
shit.
from shit.
It was
Yeah.
shit at one point.
At
Then we
one
wash it
point,
off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever
It's
eaten an
how you
alpaca
germinate
turd?
the seeds.
Anyways,
I eat
the bent nail.
Yes. Where you come
They already
from?
left.
No, I know.
Okay.
The bent nail. I think is where you said the
But
perp.
eggs
The direction the perp ran off towards.
get pooped out, kind of, don't they?
Yeah.
Ran down an alley towards the
Get some
bent
little
nail.
shit in our day.
That's why they're so short called.
right?
Eat shit.
That's where that grin comes
So
from.
did you write
So
that
do
down?
mushrooms.
Yes.
They grow short.
They do.
I did.
Mushrooms.
Feed on poop.
In the
Any
dark.
word from Erstal or Yvette Blackwater for me?
I think we lost.
Yeah.
We lost the
All right.
halfling.
Cool.
Let's get back on topic.
Cool. You ever tried those mushrooms before?
Yeah.
Ask me.
You like my tattoo?
Look at that sweet ink.
Look at my Krampus tattoo.
Damn.
Hey,
I smack it.
That's nice.
get in my bag. Funny, right?
Cole, when you got out of that thing, I was hoping you were gonna say, "Oh, I thought they smelled bad on the outside."
No, I was too busy getting my ass kicked.
Get in my Krampus bag.
Yeah, we killed
We
him.
took a lot of
right?
damage. That was not fun.
It was
Hey,
I'm going into the kitchen.
you get knocked down, but you get up again.
I did. I got put to 0, and then I was yeah. Okay.
So you progress back into the theater, joking, laughing, telling your stories, and it's about the time that you start coming around one of the ticket boxes when all of a sudden you hear BAM! A loud explosion type sound. You kind of look into the theater to see what just happened, and as you look in that direction, you see that the audience itself is startled. They're like, "Woo!" But the actors themselves kind of like give a quick glance to one another and then roll with it, as they are trained to do as trained theater actors.
Yeah, only the best for the Rosethorn.
Do we see what's going on stage from the front part of the building?
You don't
Isn't there,
see
like, a
anything.
wall?
You
Yeah.
don't see anything on stage.
Which direction did the sound come from?
Yeah, start heading
The
towards
direction of the stage.
The direction of the stage.
Indeed.
I start booking it.
Yeah.
Running towards the area, getting
Fast walking.
getting to
I'll
the
run
stairs,
backstage.
and kind of ducking around the curtain. You come across
Where is Fala?
something interesting.
She works the
Yeah.
curtains.
Behind
Or
stage.
it works the
Yeah.
curtains and stuff.
There's no back door to this place.
Still
that we know
paranoid.
of,
I'm
right?
stealth.
As you move back here,
We're from shadow
sneaking
to
around
shadow.
in my own house.
Shadow to shadow.
As I run back the stage, I'm just like, what am I doing
Dude, I'm like, the past week, I'm
Suggestion
like
ran off.
traumatized on all the stuff
We're
that's
off
been
Except for
happening.
hours ago.
with my life? Except for a while.
Finn, the first thing you notice is that the air has an unusual scent to it, and that one of the back windows has been busted out once again.
What kind of animal is that?
Brimstone.
It's kind of a sickly sweet. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check to see if you recognize this.
It's 5.
Alright. As the rest of you get back there, Finn, you're not able to really identify what it is, but as you are back there now, you pick up on the scent, Timbers, and I want you to make me an intelligence check with advantage.
Oh, he doesn't need it. That's good. 22.
Going good, yeah. I'm hitting 20 right there. You want higher? Not gonna get it.
What's your total?
20.
20?
Yeah. Oh no,
Certainly.
21.
You pick up on the smell of something sulfurous.
Oh, sulfur.
Definitely sulfurous. It appears to
DC
be
20 to figure out it's sulfur.
alchemical in nature, in that you recognize that this sulfurous smell comes from an item sold rarely, known as smoke powder.
Like ninja powder.
What does your gnomish nose smell?
You smell that? What is it?
I do. Just give me 1 second here. Hang on a minute. Yeah, and I like take my hat and I go.
Smells like your ass. Because Grims are gassy.
Smoke bomb, smoke powder, alchemical in nature. Very, very. Who could have made this?
Where's Fala? Stage manager.
Fine fall.
Where's Fala?
The stage manager comes up on stage. He's like, yes.
Where's
What?
Fala?
Somebody mind the curtain ropes.
I don't know.
Was she here just a minute ago?
Follow was, yes, but I was pulled off stage momentarily to address something in the audience.
Investigation, perception.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me your checks.
I assist Cole.
Grim starts casting locate object on
really
the
good.
calligraphy
17.
set that he gave Fala.
Okay. And what is the distance that works on?
Pretty far.
What are you looking
Something like 100 feet.
Locate
right?
object on the calligraphy set I
shit.
gave
It's
It's
Fala.
like 100 feet or 1,000 feet.
for? All right. So as he's casting, I do a perception 17 to look
Perception 17.
for footprints and or mischief and things.
Yeah. You start looking around immediately. And the first thing that you notice is at the window. Busted out. You go and look at this thing. And you said perception? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I say, oh crap, and then I run back to my room really quick.
1,000 feet.
So you go to the window. It is shattered. You see that the window itself is also opened up into the night air. The other thing that you notice is that upon this window, on the shards of broken glass, there is a swatch of purple cloth that has been ripped away from something and caught on the glass.
False cloak.
You're not sure.
I mean, I would recognize the color if it's the same as.
I don't believe Fala's cloak was purple,
Okay.
though.
Ah, okay.
That douchebag
Looking
would
down, do I
stare at
see
Mm-hmm.
metal footprints or fall footprints?
Looking down into the snow, actually, you see that all of the glass is broken onto the ground out there.
Oh, so it's out. Yeah.
It's outside.
Strangely.
How
And
big's
there
the-
are no
Some-
footprints.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to bust out once you snuck in.
So what about the spell?
Get into it. Hold on.
Sorry.
Is it a ritual?
Anything else?
No.
Prestidigitation,
Anything else
fix the
before
window.
Yeah. So aside from the sweet smell, you also
crafted
happen
wood.
to find something set on a table that wasn't there before. Looking at Fala's tools that have all been laid out as Fala was working on some projects in between the shows, including Fala's calligraphy set, as well as
Damn.
there is now
the-
there is
Looking
a
object.
miniature scale of a ship that seems to be near completion, and some sort of unusual contraption made out of metal parts and wood. It sort of resembles a wand. I don't give me a good history check and see if you have maybe encountered this in your life.
No. Cole's gonna see a wand. Okay, I'll roll. No, I don't.
Yeah, you have.
Cole's gonna see a wand and get grim. Alright, so first off. Looks like whoever took Fala was inside first and then out.
So I'm like down, like magnifying glass out, like muttering the words to my spell, like not now, Cole. I've almost got him. I think I know where Fala is, and when my spell goes off, I'm like, there, fuck.
And there's Cole.
What you got, Cole?
Your looking at object didn't work?
No, because she's the
It
scribe
did.
kit.
It's on the table.
It's on the table. The scribe kit.
Oh, that's what we used to search.
That's what we're laughing at.
Missed that part. Sorry. I don't know, just a weird wand. But we need to go. We need to follow footprints.
Where's Fala, Grim?
I jump out the
weird
window and do
wand.
survival check. Follow footprints.
I'm checking out the weird wand.
Jumping out the window, you land in the snow. You immediately pick up. There are no.
That's why you didn't get the book.
Here's the book there.
This
Going
happened
over
because I
towards
noticed
the
book.
table, you look at this wand, you pick it up, and you recognize that this is not a wand. This is actually something that is not seen very often, but with your Tinkerer background, you have come across these before. It is a firearm, and the explanation to the smoke powder.
A firearm?
Yeah.
Okay.
A handheld,
Yeah, I got
single
you.
shot.
A gun.
Alright, so I jump out and do a perception check?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me that perception check.
Hey, just a quick question. Is this like the new ones they just came out with?
Yeah.
Or...
8.
Do I want to look over this thing to see if I notice anything, any inscriptions, engravings, anything like that.
Do you even know what it is? Like you start looking down the barrel.
Cole, as you are looking around for footprints, you
Close his face
immediately
off.
notice that there are none, and that's very unusual to you.
Super
Not
unusual.
only was the window opened up, but the glass was smashed, with the glass going out, and then no footprints out here on the ground. You walk around a little bit and come around the corner of the building, and to answer your guys' question earlier, yes, your theater has a back door. Moving to the back door, you see that the back door is actually open. It looks by appearance that the large wooden stud to barricade it in place has been removed and set aside, as well as only footprints leading out. 2 pairs. A smaller pair and a larger Fala
So
sized
follow
pair.
left with him.
All right, I rush.
With Ron Clint.
Follow
Why
as fast as
the-
I can.
Right.
Explosion.
Now you are
I
investigating...
mean, I scream first. Guys, I'm following footprints, and I take off.
People
Now
in the
you-
theater are just like, what?
They probably can't hear over the app.
Yes, as Princess of Macadamia, I will follow the footprints to your love. I shall follow in your footsteps.
So I'm inspecting this as
I'm following
I'm
Cole.
walking around the theater to where I know Albrecht and the other dude is. And I'm
So you're on your way to the City Watch.
yeah, while I'm checking it
And
out.
as you've already inspected it, what was your roll?
A 25.
25. So you immediately recognize that this device, this firearm, is of Luskan design. But it has no identifying features on it to its own.
Wait, out of character. What's a Luskin?
Luskan is a
It's a city
It's like a city state.
to the north. Yeah. The Albrecht, guys, what we were just talking. What happened to the extra guards?
So you run up there and you're yelling at them this, and they kind of turn and look over at you as you're running and approaching. They see Cole, axe at the ready, rush out into the snow, and you're scanning the ground for footprints and leading this way and that way before you come to a set of wagon wheels. The wagon wheels begin to trail off, and they fade into the chaos of every other set throughout the night.
Yeah. Anything distinguishable about these wagon
North,
tracks?
south, which direction?
Do I catch up with Cole?
Anything distinguishable about these wagon tracks?
Nothing really. Most wagons have their own.
Yeah, I mean they would have to have like a niche or something to
Yeah.
which is
No.
You got these
really
giant
unlikely.
R's on them. This
Well,
ain't
no, I mean
wrong.
like one little niche in a wheel would show on a track,
That
but,
possibly causes the
Firestone.
wheel to kind of...
but no, is
Yeah.
it?
It seems to have been a perfectly fine functional wagon. The 2 guards of the City Watch, they turn and address you, Timbers, and they're like, "Hey, what seems to be the problem there?"
What seems to be the problem is while you guys were out here just sitting there, someone broke right into our theater.
Oh, Albert, was we sitting? Like, no, sir, we were standing.
Look at this thing.
What is it?
It's mine now, but I'm sure you've seen one before, haven't you?
No, sir. I ain't never seen whatever that is.
It's called a firearm.
Oh.
Yeah. High
Did you
magic.
get that from the Parade of Wonders? Maybe been to the Temple Gond recently and made a purchase?
Are you? Am I being punked? But we just got robbed.
Robbed?
You want to know where? Do you want to know where you can get one?
No. They robbed you, and what did they steal? Let me get this. So this is yours now, and you were robbed.
I'm
not sure
I
I
can see this
follow.
is going to be more difficult than I thought. It's actually a kidnapping.
A kidnapping.
Yes, they took our friend, the one you call a construct.
Right. Okay.
So
And
they took off with him. Don't you
Right.
guys investigate these things?
yes.
Okay.
I just needed to know what the problem was.
They went that away.
What? No. Yeah. All right. So we'll get to investigating. Albrecht, go ahead. Go take a look at the area. Don't touch anything. Albrecht will go and take a look.
They'll
I'm
get to
gonna-
investigating.
I'm gonna go and get our commanding officer. He'll be here. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Right.
The first 48 hours are the most vital. You
It's
get
really crucial.
Yeah.
He turns on his heel and he begins taking a brisk run, trying to keep his footing on the slick, icy pavement. He disappears around a corner, and as for Albrecht, he turns and addresses you and starts to follow you back to the theater. I was like, right, so you say that they stole a kidnapped your friend.
Yes,
Right.
that's right. My friend Fala.
All right,
He's
can you describe your friend?
the giant hulking dude.
dude.
Just this. He's got the. No, I can't. To be honest, he looks just like a shield guardian. But don't tell him I said that.
Got it. All right. Construct. All right. Let's take a look at that.
Good job.
Was there anything out of the ordinary? Was there? He gets inside and starts looking around. He's like, "What's that smell?"
That smell is of sulfur.
Right. Okay. What's it coming from?
I don't know.
All right. It's gonna be one of those.
Mm-hmm. Is there a source
What?
of the sulfur? Is there a source, or is it just like permeating the air?
It's in the air.
Okay.
It's hanging on the air.
That's what I thought.
It's all over your firearm. It smells like sulfur as well.
Mm-hmm.
The blast definitely came from there. The guard is kind of looking around, and he's looking at this and that everywhere. And says, I don't see any signs of a scuffle. It doesn't look like there was a struggle here. Did your friend maybe leave with somebody?
He's quite he's naive. It's possible that he left with somebody.
Did he have a friend?
Us.
Right, okay. You got something lodged up into the rafters up there. That looks new. Some kind of looks like something metal.
We look up.
You look up and you see that there is some sort of a metal former projectile that appears to have been, to you, Timbers, looks like it has been fired up.
Yep. Okay. Starting to piece together a little bit of what might have happened here. Cole, who do you think that took him? Do you think it was the...
What color was the fabric?
Fabric itself is purple. Going over to that area, you see that behind one of the chairs that has been left there, you find a new piece of evidence. There is a broken white plumed feather.
I knew it.
Purple with white feather. And Quinn.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ronkin.
I don't know what you're talking about. It totally doesn't look like the guy in the cover of the box behind you.
Yeah, definitely not that guy. So then I guess we know where to go. We got to pay him a bit of a visit. He took Folly. He obviously wants to draw us to him.
Were there any other witnesses around here? Did you come across anything else? Maybe one of the neighbors had seen something.
That is entirely possible.
Well,
Yeah, why don't you go check? That's your job, right?
Oh, certainly, yeah. Would you like to accompany me? I mean, any insight that you might have into this would prove valuable and definitely aid in the investigation.
Grim goes.
All right, fantastic. Let's go. So who do we have around here? A couple of shops. I see that there are a few lights on over there. Got some lights on in that leather shop over there.
Hey, before they leave, was the book and stuff still inside my room?
Yeah, you go up to your room. You find that the book is still there.
Alright, I'll run right back to him.
Okay. So you get downstairs and you see that Grim is about to leave with one of the guards. And then they're stepping out talking about what neighbors might have seen something. Most of the shops are actually still open at this time.
Cole. Maybe find your little friends. The three little kids. Maybe they seen something.
I'll read a message real quick. Falla got kidnapped. Harlan, look after the theater. Close it up tonight. Westra, you're in charge until I get back.
No. Olympics is our stage, our manager. That's a demotion for him. You're gonna promote Harlan up over there. The theater types.
Right.
They're kind of touchy.
I erased everything I wrote beforehand. Like just hearing Grim in the back of my head. No,
That's not it.
Yeah. Olympics, you're in charge of everything. Make sure you close up the shop when you leave. Okay. Fall has been kidnapped, and make sure the kitchen's off before you leave for the night.
Don't burn the bread.
Don't let Harlan be Harlan.
Make Sunday some cookies.
You kind of trail off at the end there.
So now a theater.
While I'm in the street, I hear Grim mention the homeless kids, and I look around for him. Do I see him?
No. The streets are pretty empty right now. The occasional cart does tromp by with people going here or there. But being not late in the evening, but being after sundown in the middle of winter, not a whole lot is going on right now.
Well, let's go see the tieflings.
No, why don't we go see Kotha?
Because she's gonna want payment. She's not just
We
gonna...
got info for her.
Yeah. Okay. You want to go see Gotha, Finn? Let's go. Let's go see
I
Gotha.
just figured she'd know more.
Okay.
But
No.
why don't we just head straight to the theater?
Just no intel.
Well, we think it's him, right?
Okay. We can do that. I mean, we could just let this guy investigate for us. I suppose we could just head right there.
No, you guys just do it. Okay, I'm gonna sit here, be passive. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
No.
Just do it. Go ahead.
Let's go talk to the tieflings. See if they see anything.
All right.
You make your way over to Tanned Hide Goods.
She's just so surly.
One of the tieflings is actually kind of leaning against the open door. You see that there is the light of a fire on the inside, a few candles. It's a bit dark and kind of somber in the area, but she's out on the porch with her pipe, as they usually spend their time doing. The other tiefling, Nowhere, the one with the white hair and the gold eyes, does not seem to be around.
Good evening. My esteemed neighbor.
Oh, good evening there, sir.
We've somebody broke into our theater. Just have you seen anyone rushing about? Have you seen our friend? The one they call the Construct?
I have heard, yeah. A strange thing had happened just recently that we kind of took a notice of. We heard something that a loud boom of some sort had come from your place, and we didn't think much of it at the time. Your theater house makes a lot of noise, but no complaints here. To the point, we did notice something a little bit strange.
Oh yes, please do tell, madam. I'd love to.
There was a woman with the construct.
A woman?
Aye. Some woman. She seemed,
What race?
human. To be sure. Though, I couldn't see her face real well. Tall, skinny thing. And, just walking right there with your friend. They hopped into a cart. Seemed to be in a bit of a hurry, although nothing out of the ordinary.
What broke the glass?
You know what? She was wearing something. Nowhere! Nowhere! Come here! The other tiefling with the black ebony skin comes out, kind of an angry scowl on her face, as seems to be her normal demeanor. Hey. Neighbors?
Yes,
Hello.
howdy, Nowhere. It's a pleasure to meet you. We were...
Nowhere. Why don't you tell them, that woman, did you recognize the leather she was wearing? You recognize it, alright, yes. That woman had shopped in here before. We made her something custom. Asked for specific things, the kind the lowlife might have. She wanted places to put daggers, that sort of thing, hidden compartments, protection, padded and boiled in certain other places. Much less for appearance and much more for the street scuffle.
Do you happen to remember her name? Do you happen to have it in the ledger? Wouldn't be Blackwater, would it?
I can't really say what the name was. I don't remember entirely, but I do remember the shipment. We had it delivered. We went to a ship, actually on the waterfront. Dockward. Wave Runner, I think it was called.
The Wave Runner, huh?
Huh.
Okay.
Had an errand boy run it up there.
How long ago was this?
A few days.
Did they just arrive in town?
Hmm?
They just arrived in town?
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Very welcome.
You're very welcome. Okay. Thank you.
Keep
Nowhere
forgetting the voice.
for the information. Where's this errand boy? Does he live here? Does he?
Just to somebody.
Just to somebody.
We don't really know who he was. We asked for a courier, and that's who they sent.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Well, we thank you for your time. Unless there's anything else of note that you took a particular notice of.
Oh, it's an unusual cart that they ran. I didn't really see it too well. Maybe somebody else got a good look at it. We only really saw the backside.
Which way is it heading?
Something colorful. Oh, I headed east.
Okay. Who would have, based on our location, who would have maybe not seen the backside?
Well, looking around at the shops in your area, there is, of course, the apothecary. Although the apothecary doesn't seem to be open right now. The lights are pretty dark. As well as Hilda's shop. It seems to be overlooking right where the footsteps had ended. So...
How long has it been? Since a gunshot, how long has it been?
You're looking at, 30 minutes maybe? So you've got the scribbling scribe overlooks it, as well as far and away, right across the street.
Grim, can your owl have gone and looked for him in this whole time? While he was in the sky?
I mean, I could certainly send it east, but we need to know what the cart looks like. I can't. It's not.
No, they got a 20-minute lead on us. They're probably halfway past the dead city at this point.
What good is sending my owl out gonna do? It's not gonna help.
No, I was thinking earlier.
Oh yeah,
it could have.
That would have been smart to just have it.
Yeah. I've gotten some good details here. Maybe we should ask some more of your neighbors.
Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like to talk to friend Hilda Van Littlement. I'd like to see what she has to say.
And what shop is that going to be?
The scribbling scribe.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Got it. All right. Let's go.
Okay.
You get make your way to the scribbling scribe.
If they were heading east and they saw the backside of it, that would mean that they're on this side, right, of the street. I know it's hard for you to see because there's two cameras in the way. Anyway.
East. That's where they went.
No. I was trying to figure out where the hide shop was. The armor shop.
You'd have to look at the actual map. I forget the actual location. You get to the scribbling scribe, open the door, and ascend the steps to the upper parts of the building and into the shop. And into the shop. Hilda is over there. She is meticulously arranging the books so that they're all perfectly aligned. Mr. Timbers, hi. Are you here for your laying away?
Bump.
No, not now, Hilda. Actually, I didn't bring the gold.
Laying away.
No laying away.
Very fresh of you.
That was a fundamental misunderstanding. I didn't. Have you seen a cart lately?
What kind of cart?
A very curiously adorned cart.
Oh, you mean like one of the fair carts?
Yeah. Yes. Have you seen one?
Yeah.
When? Just about maybe 20, 30, just a little bit, just a few, maybe 10, 20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Well, which way was it? Where was it going?
Fair cart. Do we know where the fair is?
Down the street.
Did it park? Did you see it park?
No.
Pull off?
No, I heard a loud sound, and I got concerned. So I went and I went to the window, and I looked out there, and there was a cart.
Did you see anyone in it? Did you have a driver?
Yeah. Your Fala got into it with some woman.
Have you ever seen the woman before?
Oh no.
No?
No, I didn't see her. But the cart said Sea Maiden's Fair.
Sea Maiden's Fair?
Yeah.
Sea Maiden's Fair.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, the fair comes in every now and then. I think they're waiting for spring, and they have a big parade. It's very exciting. They have all these animals that come out, and like they have a trained owl bear.
Where are they camped at right now?
What?
Where are they camped at?
I don't know. I don't go to the dockyard.
Yeah, they're probably on their ship, right?
The Wave Runner.
The Wave Runner.
Indeed.
Hey,
Sorry for the rude interruption. I'm Sunday Plenty.
Yeah, I think we probably met. Finn.
These are my friends, Hilda. They're very nice, generally
Okay.
speaking.
Do you guys want books?
I do.
I have lots of books for sale.
We're in a hurry right now.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could buy them all.
Hilda, we'll come back and buy books later, okay?
Hilda, did you notice anything else about the cart? Maybe, perhaps that you haven't mentioned yet.
Oh, it was pulled by a horse.
Just one?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
All right, guys, we need to lift like right now, right? Like, are we gonna ask another person, or should we just get going?
Well, I think we have all the information that we need. Perhaps, Mr. Albrecht.
Plenty of information here. I'll follow up the investigation. Captain should be down in the theater right now.
Hey, you should probably tell somebody to send somebody over there too, because you want to catch the person who did all this, right?
We'll be over there. We're not just
It's
gonna
a race.
storm in.
Us? No, we're
We'll
just
beat
gonna go
you to
see our
that.
friends there.
Right. No, I'd advise against that.
Why?
Because you don't know what you're dealing with. Trust in the watch. We'll take care of this. We'll have somebody over there soon. Very soon.
Well, okay.
Cold trails and all. We know how it goes, but well, we're not just going to send people into a who knows what it is. Lives are on the line.
Right?
It'd be ridiculous for 4 people to just rush in there and just start hurling spells, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a chef. I don't know anything about fighting people.
Because that's not. We're gonna head home.
Don't be getting any ideas. There's too many variables in this to be mucking it up with something else. Don't trust in the watch. Just trust in the watch. He closes his book, goes downstairs. You see him kind of starting to head to the theater. Hilda is already doing her paperwork to try and close everything. It's like 3 + 5 + 2 +
Hand Hilda a gold piece that I took from Cole. What am I carrying? I forget.
Okay. So, no, I'm not gonna do it again. Okay. To the Wave Runner.
Yeah, let's book it.
Let's go.
Like,
Down the steps you go.
can we get a carriage at this time, or?
Into the night street. You hail a carriage. It stops and slows down. You hail a second carriage since there's 4 of you. And carriages are 2 people per carriage. It's something like 7 silver and you're off on your way. Like, hey, where are we going tonight?
The dock
Well,
ward.
we're headed down to the dock ward. Yes, indeed.
Right.
Yep.
Anywhere in particular?
Look for a ship that's called the.
Wave Runner.
The Wave Runner. Yep. Are you familiar? The Sea Maiden's Fair, perhaps. Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, well, Sea Maiden's Fair.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, I know a spot about them. I'll get you down there.
Oh,
Yeah, 2
fantastic.
carriages.
Hey, what do you know about the Sea Maiden's Fair on the other carriage?
Well,
We're good fans. We're great big fans. They have like a local hangout. We can go have a drink with them, maybe.
Oh yeah, they got several ships down there. One of them is always docked out into the bay, and the others are right in the port, up against the dock.
Nice.
Wave Runner, though, I don't really recall that being. I only remember 3 of them. Ah, funny that though. Anyways, they started going.
3 of them. I take the carriage
The
with
Wave
Cole.
Runner, the Ski-Doo.
Cole.
I got the one Sunday.
Maybe we might
gotta
need to
pay.
get out of there fast.
He's got all my
Could you maybe
Yeah, Cole paid for
slip,
both of
slip
us.
these carriage guys a little bit of extra, some extra coin to come back, return for us? Say in 1 hour.
I mean, they get paid either
I
way.
don't know.
Okay.
We could probably find another one easy enough.
Not too long. Not too long. They rush to the dock ward as fast as they can, and they get down there and start pulling up on an area that the cab driver believes that he saw the Wave Runner. Pull up on the dock a little bit. It is cold and the snow is coming down, and some parts of the bay are beginning to freeze up. Once you're out there, you do see a ship. It says Wave Runner across the side of it, and there does happen to be a cart that says Sea Maiden's Fair, just kind of left to the side amongst some barrels and boxes.
You know, Cole, I love this cold, salty air, don't you?
I do.
I love the dock ward.
There's the cart pulled by a horse, no doubt.
Reminds me of the ocean.
How do you guys want to get on this? Because I'm pretty pissed at this point. I'm thinking about just busting in there right now, whooping some ass.
How big is the ship?
I mean, we could sink it right now if she'd live. She don't need air to breathe.
Good point.
You just want to scuttle it?
No, kill them. It will cause too much property damage.
I was kind of getting excited there for a
No
second.
dust for fingerprints.
Well, they ain't gonna dust
Cold,
fingerprints underwater, are they?
Just in case we, I mean, how would we go about scuttling this ship? I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen that done once or a few times.
They just run up and hit it hard enough.
Oh yeah, that's probably gonna really. I don't know if that is.
Several
Do you really? Is
times.
that how it works?
Well, you attach it to something heavy enough and
Well-
drop it down. Somehow tip it or...
You just light the boat on fire. I mean, fall and survive.
Fire is the best way to really sink a ship, yeah.
I mean, wood.
Cannonball
We
and holes
can light it
work
on
good.
fire.
No, we're not starting a fire. That's one of the laws right here.
Greg pulls out some
Says no
alchemist
fire.
fire. We could light it on
No,
fire.
no fire. That says no fire right there.
Catapult, cannonball.
I didn't see the arson.
Catapult fin.
It's on there.
Oh, let's go kick some ass.
Yeah.
You just purposely
Say we just
don't
go
know how
up
to
to him
read
and
the word
say,
arson.
hey, where's our friend Paula? We know he's in there.
Like, fire.
You want me to go up first? I'm less conspicuous. They
Listen,
probably won't
Finn,
attack me straight
The
out.
City Watch said that they would take care of it. If we go, we'll be obstructing justice.
We're not obstructing
So we need to
justice.
figure
We're
out a
gonna
way
go
to
there
do
and ask them
this.
What's going on?
They also said they would watch our
They
theater.
did too. They did not watch
They
our
also
theater.
did not.
All right, so we're in agreement. Let's do this.
Here's my boat. There's
How
my
far
boat.
away are we from this boat?
boat.
And why the hell don't I have Curie? Because I would have just ran through that boat already.
Okay, boat.
You know that's
Is it
why I got her,
Tyrannosaurus?
right? Like, she's totally meant to run through boats.
Through boats.
Yeah, that's why I got her for sea battles. Did you know that's why I got water walk?
So you could be a wave runner.
I wish. I didn't take it. As a bard.
Gust of wind and water.
I didn't take it.
The Wave Runner. This ship has a single light in the cabin at the stern. A flickering yellow light of dim candles contrasts against the cold midnight of the harbor.
Oh, no. My poor dog.
Are you boarding the ship?
Will not shut up.
Isn't there anybody standing at the gangplank?
You don't see anyone. You don't see any movement on top.
Going stealth.
What was
28.
the look of that guy who was at the port?
I'm stealth.
The
28.
authority guy when I first came in?
What was the look of them?
Yeah. I mean, what was his name? First off, I remember it, but I'm trying
Do you
to
remember?
I'm trying to think of like what he looked like.
As an official, he seemed to be a member of the City Watch who was kind of doing things. Checking for contraband and smuggling.
All right, so I impersonate him with disguise self.
Alright.
I am stealth. With a
Disguise
28.
spell. The glamour of disguise self washes over you, and you take on the appearance of a harbor inspector, member of the City Watch.
And I'm gonna be named Inspector Hargothar.
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 Okay.
Spectre Hargothar.
I'm Inspector Hargothar. This is my badge number 1.
All right,
And I look very short compared to the other human versions of this. I can only make myself 1 foot taller, so I'm 4 feet.
so you go to the outside of the ship.
You're only 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
You go to the outside of the ship and you start yelling.
Tiny.
No, I start walking up the ship.
Right.
Gangplank.
Onto the gangplank.
I'm holding like a bunch of papers, and I'm reading my glasses.
And you were stealthed in like what, a box? Like
Just in the shadow.
just like a wooden box over you, you're just walking around.
Whatever's kind of close to me.
You're stealthed. Okay. Grim.
Grim is
It's a bush.
just imperiously striding behind Inspector Hargothar, beholder beater in hand, jacket billowing out behind him, just literally looking like he's scouring every inch of this ship.
A member of the Mages, Royal Order of Mages and Protectors then?
Cole's with him.
Cole follows behind. Nothing fancy about Cole. Boarding the ship. The heel of your
Big
boot.
axe in hand.
Boarding the ship, the heel of your boot crunches down on shards of glass. A quick glance, and you observe
glass.
that the remains of a smashed-out lantern, and then another and another. Broken glass and pungent oil trailing off into the inner bowels of the ship.
Oh, it was a trap.
It seems as if somebody. It seems as if somebody systematically came by and smashed every light source on the ship. Most of them are shattered right where they were hanging.
Excuse me. Somebody here on this ship. Excuse me.
I like that. That's a good voice. Go ahead, dock yourself right on here. You guys are walking around.
Put myself right there in the middle. Where would you guys like to be?
Paul's not here.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I'm right
I
behind you.
am on the
You're
poop deck.
with me.
Stealth.
You're stealth somewhere.
I'm up on the poop deck.
Hello. Excuse me. I am
Say poop deck.
here to investigate the ship. Some weird goings-ons here.
No answer.
The poop deck.
Well, let's investigate, boys.
Do I see this oil?
Here.
Like, is it like saturating the ship, or is it just spilled where it lies? Like, does this look like a death trap?
Yeah, like
That's why you had to roll those characters up.
It's been
Board this
smashed
ship.
out.
The ship explodes.
Where that an oil lantern was, it has been smashed out. It doesn't look like it's been soaking into the wood for very long.
Okay.
Have you seen any footprints? in the
But
snow on the ship?
all of the lanterns leading into the ship were smashed out. So it's completely dark in there. The only light source is the one at the very back of the ship that
So
was in the
as
stern.
my sailor background, I look around. Is anything super out of the ordinary?
It looked like a pretty standard transport ship.
But the
Yeah,
lanterns
as for-
are all smashed.
Yeah, the lanterns have all been smashed.
We go about
They're-
searching.
Okay. So tell me where you go.
It's pitch black, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's dark.
I grab Cole's skirt and I just hang on
Yeah,
to
I can
it.
see. It's a kill. Thank you.
Skirt?
And Cole, you go
To the bridge first.
to the bridge, up to the bow.
Oh, I guess-
I look less
Yeah,
like an
bow,
investigator and more like a
Yeah,
lost
bow.
child.
You make your way up to the bow of the ship. As you get up there, you see that nothing appears to be out of the
Good,
ordinary.
looks like
The
this
rigging
is
is
all-
all taut, and everything seems to be all set as if a ship were to dock.
And it's anchored.
And it's anchored,
Okay, so go to the back.
tied to whatever it is that they have on the side of the
I don't know what's
dock.
on this.
Run into
I'm like, hey, get away from me. I'm
You
like
guys
sneaking
get up to
around.
the top. You see that
Luna girl, no bark.
there's the light armaments of large crossbows for in case if there was some sort of a sea battle to defend itself. But otherwise, everything is fine here.
pick up the lantern.
There does appear to be a chain and a padlock on the wheel of the ship itself.
Normal.
Okay.
And there's a below decks, obviously.
Yes.
Should I could send my owl down there if none of us just want to go barreling in. We can see what's down there.
Well, as an investigator, I believe it is our duty to just go walk down there.
And nobody's here. You like it? Okay. You could stay investigator. Hogarth. Hogaroth. Hagaroth. Hogatha. Damn it.
I'll drop down to the floor and put my ear to
to the floor. Do I hear any vibrations? Anyone moving around?
There's so many people.
You don't hear anything in there.
There's nobody on this ship.
Give me a perception check, actually.
Have I seen anybody in my passive perception of 13?
5. Passive's 13, yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't see in the dark. I pick up the
No, you're
lantern on
doing
the back of the
ears.
ship.
It's ear check.
Passive with your ears. No, just the sound of the waves kind of sloshing against the side of the ship.
I'll tune in with the owl. He's got keen senses. I got advantage on.
Owl swoops
On
down.
hearing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk down there.
Owls don't.
How about you?
Yeah.
I wonder if they gave your owl dark vision.
I bet.
Sure they would.
Yeah,
Well,
those
they hunt
creatures at night.
I'm relying on the hearing.
On the hearing of the owl,
Yeah.
of your mechanical owl.
That's why he's got one ear like here and one here.
Mm-hmm.
Those 2 pretty good rolls.
Yeah, it has dark vision. 120 feet.
Damn.
18.
So your owl begins kind of like flapping and hopping down the stairs into this lower bowels of the ship. Once it's down there, you can see that there is a door that is cracked open with a light source on the inside of a lantern, candles, something. You're not entirely too sure. The inside of the ship seems to be mostly intact. And your perception check was 18?
21 actually.
21. Your owl notices something is a little unusual. There's the sound of like, with the rocking of the boat, you hear the sound of glass bottles kind of clinking against one another, coming from the sound, coming from the back of the ship where the light source is.
Okay. Guys, there's some light below decks and possibly some activity. Something going on down there. I think we should go take a look.
Thank you, Inspector 2. I'm walking down to the bottom of the ship.
Okay?
Yeah. And I start making my way toward this door.
In the complete dark.
Yeah.
I was wondering if any of you guys would accidentally set the fire.
God.
Well, you guys accidentally set the boat on fire.
No, I'm just gonna...
not taking that bait.
Just
Got
gonna
it.
hold the wall,
taking the
guide
bait.
myself down, you know,
Yep.
nice and slow.
No problem. No torches.
Not today. Well, those 2 are the only ones that need it.
All right.
Thanks, Investigator 1.
You
I mean
make your
2?
way-
What God.
You don't see me.
You descend into the dark belly of the ship, the wave runner rocking gently in the bay of Waterdeep. And as you move through and down the stairs and come around the corner, you too see that there is a light source coming from a door in the very back. The sound of clinking glass can now be heard by you as well.
I sneak over to the door.
Give me a stealth check.
That is a 16 plus...
Pretty good.
4.
Nice.
So 20.
20. Going to the door, you softly, quietly... do you wear shoes?
Yeah.
I know some halflings don't.
I have to. It's snowing out.
So you carefully move throughout this ship, taking care to try your best to try and see where the edge of the wood is. So you try not to step on a spot where there might be a creaky nail. And you come around up a very small set of 3 steps into the door, and you're back against the wall, having not made a single sound, as silent as a cat.
Nice.
You put your hand on the frame of the door. What do?
I kick it open.
And you kick the door open.
I'm looking at all this through my familiar's eyes.
As this all happens,
Boom! Everybody dies.
Finn dies right here.
He's not saying no.
I don't care. I'll make it through this, guys. Come on. Favored by the gods.
I'm Finn Littleman.
Oh, wow. He's really going to kill me right
a
here.
bright streak of crimson casts shadows across the night sky. A tempestuous ball of flame erupts across and crashes into the bow of the ship. Oil ignites and sears a path into the inner reaches of the ship. Everyone roll initiative.
Wow.
What's
sort of.
Okay, I'll take a 20.
Yeah, buddy.
22.
You are really happy with this turn of events.
I don't know if I am yet or not. Initiative's not bad.
I got a
Streaking
6.
ball
How
of
much
fire
fire
is
did I
pretty
take?
bad.
How much fire damage did I take?
You crashed
see.
into the top of the ship. You're underneath.
Oh, so a fireball happened on top of the
On the
ship,
outside.
Mm-hmm.
and we're in the inside of it.
Oh wow.
Where's Piddlewick at throwing
Actually-
fireballs?
I get to reroll this. This is a natural one.
Yeah.
It would be you two there who are closest, who are on the top. You're using your owl. I don't recall you saying you went in.
You didn't ask me.
No, I followed him in, but
Yeah, I
I
would've
was
followed
like
him in.
staying back to look
How
at
do you
him
follow
through
him
the
in when
eyes.
you're looking through the senses of your owl?
Because I stopped once he started sneaking up to the door.
You said you were looking through your owl right up to the door.
Here's how I imagined it. Follow him in. I'm below decks, and then he sneaks up, and I'm looking through the owl because my owl was already there.
But we dropped down.
Yes.
Because we were staying together.
Seems funny to me, but all right. Moving on.
What about Sunday?
I thought we were kind of.
Sunday's on top of the ship.
Yeah.
She's in the back. You see this
Did you see it
fireball.
coming? Like
You
can
see
she
this
make a dex
fireball
save?
coming and that fast. It crashes into the ship before you have a chance to even yell anything out. It just the giant fireball rocks the ship. You all feel yourselves kind of tossed to the side just a little bit. And I don't have to roll fireball damage. None of you were in it. Who got the highest?
I got a 22.
Nice. That puts you right there. Who got next?
19.
And next?
I got a 15.
6. Keep me on the bottom.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. That's cool.
Perfect.
Trap.
Yeah.
Don't say
As
that
I
every
said-
day. Trap on the initiative word.
As I just said, as of now, the
elemental.
deck has exploded in flame. And Sunday, you notice right away that a few of these barrels are knocked over and their contents begin to pour out.
Yes.
One by one. They start to explode in the same sulfurous smell that you remember before.
Stole my idea.
I'm
flames-
jumping off the ship.
You
It
jump
was
out,
in the water.
and as soon as it's your turn.
Okay.
All of this is happening, and you feel the boat rock. Timbers, you're underneath, and you're first to react. Hey, wait, do you have
Hey, well,
danger sense?
he told me
you
what's in
didn't
the
see
room.
it. You couldn't see it
No.
though.
Can you tell me what was in the room?
Yeah, just a second.
You're talking about advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, I thought you guys said something else with traps,
Okay.
but maybe it's at a higher level. Okay, Timbers.
What does my familiar see in the room, for starters?
As the door has been kicked open and knocks over a table, you see that part of the table, a few of these glass bottles roll off and immediately crash onto the ground. As vials of alchemist fire now begin erupting in the room. The entire cabin is full of alchemist fire. There must be over 50 bottles, 70 bottles.
I love how we set this perfect guy into the ship. That was a trap.
Okay. Yeah, so...
You're taking too long. I'm setting a timer.
Sorry, I'm in a burning ship of death, dude. Like,
My only
freaking out.
regret is that I only have the 2-minute timer because I should be making you think fast.
Are there any
Go.
windows in the room?
Yes.
Okay.
They're
Portholes.
lead-based lattice with small things of glass.
Is there fire in the way of me getting there?
Alchemist fire now.
Alchemist fire now.
Yeah.
What do I know about putting out alchemist fire? 16.
Yeah, it's a chemical fire, not.
Alchemist fire is
Don't
very
use water.
difficult to put out. It takes it
Salt.
takes an action to put it out because it just being in contact with air will cause it to combust.
Flowers?
So you have to
putting out alcohol.
really smother it well.
Yeah, flour would work. Don't got that much.
It's like pouring 151 on something lightning.
Sand.
Put it out.
Run. I don't know what else to do. I cast Expeditious Retreat on myself, and I run out the window in that room.
You don't go
You're
up the
going to
stairs.
attempt to crash through the window. Go ahead and give me a athletics or strength check.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my god, look at all that fire. Grim rushes past me.
Also, you're running through the alchemist fire.
Runs into an iron grate.
Can I run around it?
It's blocking the door.
Through
It's right
fire
there where you
Okay.
kick the door open.
Okay.
6 fire damage.
14 for an athletics
14 for athletics.
or acrobatics, if that's okay.
Athletics. No, it's acrobatics.
Then
Forcing something.
11.
Not high enough. So you manage to run through and you jump up through the air and try and leap through this latticework stained glass type of window on the back, and your body not carrying enough weight just crashes into it. Pieces of glass fall out and shatter and break, but you bounce away back to the ground, having only bent the lattice framework.
Can I still make an action?
But your expedition speed is a bonus. What's your action?
Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Okay.
The trap now progresses. The upper hold begins to blow apart as barrels that have been set aside with smoke powder not quite to where Sunday is. Sunday is still fine. Cole.
My turn.
Yeah, you stand on the backside outside the cabin, the alchemist fire in front of you. You saw that Grim has just ran through and crashed into the glass, but not carried enough weight to actually force a way through.
And Vin's standing next to me.
Yes.
No, I kicked the door down, right? Damn it. Yeah, Grim ran past me. I'm like in the doorway, right? Because I just kicked it down.
Finn, are we just trying to leave?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I pick up Finn and I run for the window and I rage, and then bash through, and carry both of us through the window.
I hope this is the trap the whole time, just to make us think that the window is breakable, but it never was.
Right?
Give me an athletics check.
I'm raging.
And you're also going to take the 6 points of, well, not 6, but 1d6 points of fire damage. You're going through it too
I
forcibly.
shield him?
No. You both take 5 points of fire damage.
You should try.
Alright, so you want an athletics check?
Yeah.
That's 24.
I'm not even going to make you roll the second one. With Finn in arms, you run, jump, and lift, and use the momentum to thrust your back through the whole wire work of the lead. Bursts open and crumbles.
So the scene, I got you, little buddy.
The momentum
I never felt so safe.
through the porthole.
The momentum doesn't carry you very far, but it does break open the window, and you are able to. You basically just roll out the back, having it absorbed almost all of the force of your movement.
Onto the dock?
No, back into the water.
Okay.
Is there ice before you hit the water?
The ice is at the front of the boat.
No, I mean like in general, is the dock like the water around the dock frozen?
Well, there's a lot of frozen ice in the water, yeah, but
Okay,
you guys
okay.
land in water.
Okay,
You don't land on a sheet of 2 feet of ice.
I'm just asking.
Like, does Cole take falling damage?
No.
How close can we get Cole to dying?
No, I'm
Right?
picturing like you ever seen Balto when he gets stuck under the ice?
You want that scene?
No.
The alchemist fire explosion's not enough for you?
What do you mean? An orc can't swim in the
He wants to see-
water.
He wants to see it trapped under ice.
Finn! Finn, it's your turn.
How deep am I underwater? I guess.
Hard to say, but you are underwater.
All right. Well, I swim to the surface.
Alright, give me an athletics check.
Oh god, it's like the one I'm bad with. 12.
Because of all of the gear that you were wearing, being waterlogged, freezing cold, you were actually having trouble to try and get up to the surface of this frigid cold water. You feel that the shock of it has like almost knocked all of the air out of you.
Okay,
no, actually,
hold
on
on.
the contrary, you've held your breath
Hold
despite
on.
all
So,
that.
can I try moving first?
Yeah, no, you can.
All right. I figured that I'm weighing myself down, right?
Your armor and all of your belongings, anything that you're wearing,
I cast Feather Fall on myself.
underwater.
Mhm.
All right, yeah, no, that's creative. I'll let you go with it.
And I float to the surface.
Sort of float. I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You still have to actively try to swim,
Okay.
but your roll will be to.
Can somebody check to see if it's vocal, by the way? If it's vocal? Can't.
Verbal.
Yeah, verbal. Yeah.
Oh.
You can use some people say you can utilize half of your breath to cast a spell in the water.
Oh, yeah. That's why they had to.
Don't
they
worry
had to
about that.
make
You
Constitution
can.
checks.
Don't worry about that. People use spells underwater all the time.
Alright, so yeah. I do that, and I'll make a Constitution check to see if I can hold my breath.
Yeah.
That is an 8 plus 4.
All right.
Yes.
So you're good. As for that is your turn, Featherfall. You're now kind of floating up to the surface. A little bit of
Did I make it to the top?
yeah. You're breaking up out of the water. Your head makes it there.
Yeah.
Can you target more than
reach
just
the
you,
surface.
Featherfall?
No, I can hit her, but another person too. So
5.
The area.
Up to 5.
We can see.
A little late,
Yeah.
but all right.
Yeah.
You need to specify.
I was
next time.
waiting, but yeah, I guess it's not my thing. Sorry.
No.
Sunday.
So I get cold too.
Jumping off the ship. It's up
Jumping
right
off
there at
the
the
ship.
edge.
You've got absolutely nothing in your way and nothing stopping you. The whole thing is
Blowing up. I'm getting away.
blowing up. You leap over and into the water.
Start swimming towards the. Away from it.
Top of the
Towards the
line. Timbers, you have been knocked backwards, and as you staggered a little bit, you almost knock over some more alchemist fire and steady it just in time for you to look over and see Cole through the glass and shatter it, landing outside with a splash.
With fin in hand.
And just Finn, like, I've never felt so safe.
Like he's scuba diving for
What
the
do you
first
do,
time.
Timbers?
I there's nobody in here. There's no reason to stay in here. I jump out the window.
You leap out the window, just up onto the top, following in suit after what they had just done, and you dive out, just cannonball style, into the water. You're gonna do this with a flourish.
Can he jump to the dock?
Come on, do this triple flip, half,
Jackknife,
whatever.
man. Just triple flip, jackknife, dive. See what I got here.
You
what I
attempt your
did.
best.
10-point landing.
14 athletics check.
No splash.
Not quite that, but in your mind, it's epic.
It looks
No
good.
splash.
That brings us to
Too bad, guys.
the fire reaches the alchemist fire. The oil burning up, the heat causing bottle to explode after explosion. The barrels of smoke powder in the hold go off, and it's critical moment. It's the event horizon, point of no return, and everything is just catastrophic failure at this point. Those of you who are in the water can make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
I'm like dashing under the water with my
yeah.
expeditious retreat.
So you're swimming as far underwater as you can?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Towards the dock.
Okay.
Yeah.
17.
First I'm good at swimming. Now I'm too bad at it.
Do you want me to make it?
Jeez.
Yeah, I want that athletics check from you.
Do I have disadvantage from Featherfall?
Oh.
12.
Interesting.
Yes. Actually,
Double
because you're
disadvantage.
not able.
Well,
to,
he's not up at the top yet, so.
He did not surface. You are. You never said you went over. You just said you went in. So those of you who are underwater have advantage on your dex save.
Okay, well, I'll try, because I'm not going to try to make him lose his ability to get out.
Well, I
of the
would
water.
go underwater when I jumped off, right?
That's what I said. You're
Yes, yes,
underwater.
okay.
Only
I got a
Finn,
17.
Only Finn does not have advantage.
Good roll.
Oh, nice.
Do I have disadvantage, or?
Come on, Grim. You
No,
can
it's
do
just
it.
regular.
So,
For you, it's just a
16.
straight roll.
Grim already rolled. I don't think he did it.
So 20.
You know what? I don't know like what the result. I'm gonna use my
Hey,
portent
That's
dice.
beer. You don't drink that.
What'd you get?
16.
Okay. And what die are you using?
No,
Okay. So you're
that
using.
Burn to the
is
16.
yeah.
And Cole?
I got 19.
I got 17.
All right.
With advantage.
Finn remembers his training and lays flat on the top of the water so that when the explosion goes off, he rides the wave instead of.
Instead of fighting, instead of struggling.
Yeah. Remember your training. No, it's for explosions. Like you ride the concussion wave.
This is true.
Remember your training.
Training had a wand.
So,
Guys, I'm so
I don't like
excited
that
to see
smile.
new Godzilla
The
movie.
look. You see the look in his face?
there's a few dice being
He's like-
rolled over there.
Nobody failed to save. A failed save is 77 force damage.
Holy moly, force.
God,
So
you're
I'm
dead.
unconscious.
Half of that if you pass the save.
Well, I'm
and,
unconscious right off the bat.
and Grim, because you're so far underwater, you take half of that.
Okay, so half of 77.
Well, it's going to be 76 because you have to round down. So you're looking at 38, 39, 30, no, 37.
But then half of that.
You'll
because
take
I'm
half of that.
Okay.
Am I correct? Is that,
Huh?
Yeah, 37. 37 force
I got a
damage.
health kit.
Okay.
From the sheer explosion. The alchemist fire
18.
itself riding up high on top of the waves. The entire bay at this particular spot is aflame with a green light. The wood and everything is beginning to catch on fire. And Finn, you
Yeah, I drop unconscious.
just begin on your
35?
back. You're kind of floating there in the water.
I had
my turn?
27.
Yeah, Cole.
Alright, I swim over to Finn and grab him and swim away.
It's like Goose at the end of
Yeah, right?
Top Gun.
Yeah. Not even the
Oh
end.
no!
It's the beginning.
It's like midway. It's
Like
after
when
that.
they do the flashback,
It's
yeah.
after that
We are
super sweet
out
volleyball.
of initiative.
Alright.
And we're going to call it a night.
Okay.
Okay. 2 hit points.
All right. Fantastic.
Thank God I was deep underwater. I was about to be dead. Just so dead.
So anyone still watching,
James
Jesse
Bond
asked
come
us to
back
roll up
me.
new characters just for funsies.
Right?
So I thought
Alter
we were
egos.
I literally thought we were just. I was having like flashbacks of kicking open the cart in Barovia. Just like literally. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know it's an inside joke, but.
No, it's okay.
No, anybody who has played Curse of Strahd would know. So
Yeah.
only,
Yeah, you don't kick
you
open
and-
Esmeralda's card.
Yeah, I didn't
You don't
see
go
that
kick
part.
it open, Ezra, and you don't go
Spoiler
kick it open the
alert.
wave runner. You leave that door shut. I sneak up.
A worthy dungeon
quiet.
master does not kill his players. He merely
Stealth
finds
20.
ways for them to kill themselves.
No shit. Isn't that what he does?
Sneak up.
Whatever,
Stealth 20,
Gygax.
guys. Keep the door open. I was gonna say, like, if
Thanks,
there's
Keep you on your toes, though.
if there
Thanks.
was anybody inside there, I was gonna be like, freeze, Waterdeep police!
See you next time. Bye.
WPD!
Oh, no, no, go stay down.
We need a king
Okay.
to make a bunch of sound effects and stuff.
Tune in next week to find out what happens to our unlucky adventurers.
Swimming in cold water.
Hey guys, guess what?
I think we just need to go into the freaking mounting
this
portal
guy's
and
self,
get it
so
over
I'm
with.
still knocked out, looking like an administrator.
Yeah, no, I'm really serious. How are we going to get him to stable? None of us can heal. What happens when our only healer goes down?
Healer's down! We need a res!
To a church. Drop him off on the Harper's front doorstep.
Well, I have one potion of healing.
You know what you just fucking did?
church!
You just Leroy Jenkins. Oh my god, he just ran in. Everything goes to hell, everything blows up. It's like, I can't cast! I can't